paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy, weird, sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy, weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot, then the goblins are hobbling round, coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap, we don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
You're finally woke.
Are you guys aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore? And we only see titties. Hey, anyone notice this? Yes, I love titties! Big old titties!
What's up, you big old bitches? I'm so tired, boys. I'm so tired. I don't know what's going on with my energy levels, man. But it was about an hour ago, and I went and laid in my guest room. Oh, it was nice. You know the room, Shanny. You've slept in there 100 times. It's such a nice room. It's something about it. Something about it's just so nice, like the aura. A little aura. Man, I tell you what, it was great. I had a lot of fun in that room while I passed out and then barely made the stream. Alice Kasky says low T. Yeah, definitely not. No, definitely not. Oh, man. It's because I travel so much, man. I leave every Friday or Thursday, and I fly back every Sunday or Monday or drive back. Lately, I've been driving. It was 20, I think, yeah, about 24 hours of driving. 24 hours of driving last weekend, not counting the race. We had a NASCAR race in Milwaukee. So it was fun, though. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, boys. We're going to talk about old April Imholte. She had a hearing today, and it was very interesting. So it's very short. It's like 10 minutes. So we'll watch that. Dog Pack released a new video. We're going to watch that. And also some MRBEAST stuff that's going down and a lot of other stuff. I don't really want to know if I want to make a video digging at Asmongold too hard because people are a little too passionate about like being a fan of Asmongold. I don't have a problem with Asmongold at all. I think he's fine. But if you kind of like joke around or make videos or talk, like people will they will try to get you killed. They'll like get you swatted and shit. And I don't really know why, but maybe I don't understand the fan base and why that happens. But I guess it happens with some fan bases. But yeah, they will try to end your life if you go out. And I don't know why. Basically, there was a story came out about how he doesn't bathe and he rarely bathes and doesn't really do personal hygiene because it's a social construct, kind of just using social construct as an excuse to not have to have any, accountability for your own body. But that's fine. It was funny. It was a funny story, but I don't know if I want to talk about it because I just don't really feel like I want to deal with people that are more passionate about Asmongold than he is about himself. You ever notice that? And this is not exclusive to Asmongold at all, but there's content creators out there where their fans are more passionate about the content creator than the content creator themselves. Like there are fans that will fly across the US and go harass a random person that another YouTuber is beefing with to like show loyalty. And that other YouTuber that's beefing doesn't even give a fuck. Like they're kind of just like poking fun at another YouTuber. People are psycho, man. Anyways, let's get into the show. 15 likes away from 100. But a lot of stuff we're going to talk about today. MRBEAST did the thing I thought he was going to do this whole time. So big shout out to Billy Hatcher. $100 super chat already. Starting off the show. We're a fifth of the way to Naked Snake for the 340th stream in a row. Thank you so much, Billy. Let's give him some love. Give him some love. Ooh, doggy. I think Chody's in love with Chris Ray Gun. He keeps talking about her. Chris Ray Gun. Hope you get top 10 in the next race. Thanks, man. Yeah, yeah, Ray Gun's awesome. I like Ray Gun a lot. We may talk about her. Should I talk about Ray Gun today? I don't know. Ray Gun brings in the views, man. You know how many views I got on Ray Gun videos this last month? Over 1 million. You know the last time I got a 1 million view month? Because I've never focused on like YouTube videos. I've always focused on streaming. But yeah, I think May of 2021 was the last time I got a 1 million view month. And this month I decided, or last month or this month, I decided to go really hard and start actually focusing on YouTube a little bit more because I haven't been doing my due diligence, and it was immediately nuclear. Thank you, Raygun. I mean, Billy, I appreciate you. First super chat, best super chat. Shanny says, good to see y'all. Thank you, Shanny. Andreas, can I read? Are you about to talk about raping me? What is wrong with you? We just need a whole night of saxophone, and you'll be running on nuclear fuel. Nuclear fuel? My man's load is radioactive. Look at that. All right, cool. Let's get into it. And by the way, before we jump into it, keep in mind this weekend I will be in DuQuoin. I doubt I'm saying that right. DuQuoin, Illinois, racing the Arcadale up there. So if you live in DuQuoin, come see me. Come see me, boys. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. All right. Let's talk about some stuff and let's have a good time. Thanks, everybody, for being here and supporting your boy, even in these trying times where I can barely keep my damn eyes open. But luckily, there's only 5 races left and I can sleep. We got DuQuoin, Watkins Glen, Bristol, Kansas, Toledo, and I'm done. And then we'll do it all again next year. All right. Thank you, Billy, again. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you so much for all your love, all the super chats. You guys are goated as hell. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Still showing me that you care about me and want to support my dumb ass. The fact that you even watch me is kind of surprising, so I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, dude, let's do it. What's up, my genie? So, first and foremost, let's talk about April. So, if you guys don't know who April is, April Imholte. I'm just going to say Imholte. I hear it's pronounced differently here and there. I don't give a fuck about Aaron's last name, and I could just give 2 shits about how to pronounce it, to be honest. But I'm going to say Imholte because it's easier. So April Imholte had a hearing today. April Imholte is one of the people that was arrested and charged in conjunction with Nick Rekieta in the raid of his home with the confiscation of substances and the charges of substances and possession and all that good shit. So she had a hearing today. Her charges were dropped and then like re-added randomly. I wasn't really following it at that point, but she had a hearing today. And from what I can gather, it's kind of brutal. But there's also some small things about this hearing that I thought was a little strange. Hold on. Oh yeah, I downloaded it. I'm always like, where did it go? And I realized I actually downloaded it. And it's just oh yeah, it's just sitting here on my desktop right away, ready to go. All right, we're gonna pull this up. We'll watch it a little bit, and then we'll jump into the Mr. Beast stuff. The Mr. Beast stuff's gross, but I mean it's Mr. Beast, right? So that's how it's gonna be. Mr. Beast is always kind of gross in his dealings. All right, boys. The living nanny. Yeah. Well, no. Somebody said she wasn't like, so when people got brought in or booked or whatever, one of them said she was not a living nanny and the other one said she was a living nanny or something, because I believe that if she lives there, now this is my ignorance talking, but I believe that if she lives there, she gets charged with possession, right? And they were trying to avoid her getting charged, which I guess is irrelevant now. And to be fair, I mean, if she's getting charged now, like, why not just say she lives there at this point? I don't really think it matters. Because the only people like trolls and shit are going to come after you. And if you're just like, yeah, you're correct, she lives with me, then like they lose that ammo, and then and they're like, well, yeah, you're having sex with her, and then you say, yeah, I am having sex with her, and then they lose that ammo, and it's over. You don't really worry about it. But that's just me. By the way, StreamYard has a dark mode. Isn't that nice? They added a dark mode. So nice of them. All right, let's pull this up real quick, and we're gonna watch this. So this is her hearing today. Look at this VLC program. All right, hold on. With its not dark mode. All right, boys. We're going to talk about stuff. Okay. State of Minnesota considers you a resident only if you've paid to live there. Really? Wow. So if you got to stay somewhere for free, you're just you never really have a resident. You're not a resident of any location, I guess. What if you get mail there? So if you get mail there, it still doesn't matter, I'm guessing. There's some states that are wild. Like you can just go into a house and live there and they can't kick you out. Depends on where you live, what state it is. Like California or New York, squatters have more rights than actual homeowners. Very interesting why people live in these places. And then they continue to vote the exact same way. It's very, very strange. Like they'll be like, oh man, have you seen this recently? How people are protesting like illegal immigrants coming into their state and, just getting free housing or whatnot. And they get free housing. And the residents are pissed and they're like protesting, but the residents literally will just continue voting the exact same way. It's almost like they don't understand how the process works. They think that it is very weird. There's a large portion of the population that they'll complain about policy, but they'll vote the exact same way. It's very weird, and I don't really understand that. Like, I don't know. It's very strange. They just vote for whatever name says it has blue on it, or vice versa, depending on where you live. Make sure you guys like to stream. Let's watch this. Okay, yeah. See, that was one of the things I was going to talk about. Not your buddy guy. If you're wanting to give the impression that she doesn't like live with you, I probably don't have her stream in the studio. I'm gonna be I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know, maybe like he's not worried about that at all. Like maybe it's just like an ongoing troll like thing. Just troll everybody. But here we go. Stockholm Syndrome. Is that what it's called? I don't know if that's what it's called. All right.
34 CR 24487 State versus April Imholte.
I have this on 1.2 speed because it's unwatchable otherwise. Because you know how normal people are not used, like they're not on camera, so they don't treat it as like an on camera situation. They just talk very slow. So,
Note the appearance of Thomas Gallagher, attorney with and on behalf of the defendant April Imholte. Kristen Pierce, Assistant County Attorney, appears on behalf of the state. This is arraignment. Ms. Imholte.
It's weird how they do all this stuff online instead of like in person. So you can see April's up here in the top right. And yeah, she's obviously in Nick's studio. Which granted, if she's getting charged now, I guess it doesn't really matter. And again, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't really know how the legal process works. Is if she lives in a place and if they're considering putting charges or levying charges against her based on where she is or if she lives in a place, I don't know. But that's all I really say about that. But it also leads to the understanding that what was Aaron saying, and I could be completely wrong, but wasn't Aaron saying that they would like lock themselves in a room for like 23 hours and then only come out like rarely, and that was kind of what was leading Nick to canceling shows and shit. It kind of gives credence to that still happening if like the furthest she can go to get on camera is the studio. Which obviously that doesn't really mean anything, especially if Nick's been proving time and time again that he's clean, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, if you're not, like, you wouldn't really have a reason to lock yourself up and like go on benders if you were clean, right? So it doesn't really matter.
You're charged with one count of possession of controlled substance, a felony violation of Minnesota statute section 152.025, subdivision 2, paragraph 1, and subdivision 4, paragraph B. Maximum penalty 5 years imprisonment, a $10,000 fine, or both.
She won't see any of that. So
Ms. Imholte, you have the right to remain silent and not submit to police interrogation. Anything you say may be used against you in this or any subsequent proceeding. You have the right to counsel in all proceedings, including police lineups and interrogations. You have the right to be represented by an attorney of your own choosing at your own expense. However, if you demonstrate indigence, then the attorney will be appointed at public expense. You have the right to communicate with defense counsel, and a continuance will be granted if necessary to permit this. You have the right to a trial before the court or a jury. Mr. Gallagher has submitted a certificate of representation. Mr. Gallagher, you've also submitted a motion to dismiss, and it's your motion.
Your Honor,
So he's submitting a motion to dismiss the charges immediately, which would be like step number one, I guess, regardless of what was going on.
looked at the complaint. I'm asking the court to dismiss the complaint today based on Rule 17.06, Subdivision 2, Paren 2, Paren D, and Subdivision 3. And as outlined in that rule and in the comment to that rule, if the facts alleged in the complaint do not constitute an offense, then the complaint should be dismissed. And that can be raised at any point in the proceedings, including today. The complaint, the probable cause section, I believe, is about 2.5 pages long. It mentions the defendant's name. There, I believe I put it in my motion, but in writing, but it's 5 times her name is mentioned. The first time it says she was located in the home. The second time it says she was located in the master bedroom. Third time it says 2 credit cards listed to the defendant were found. And then it says the fourth time it mentions her name, it says her purse was located in a hallway between the master bedroom leading to the attached bathroom, and that a co-defendant indicated, and the homeowner indicated that the defendant was at the home visiting at the time of the search warrant execution. Mere presence is not enough to support a possession charge. There's no allegation that she possessed any drugs.
Yeah. So that basically the request to dismiss the charges is based on the fact that April doesn't live there. There is no evidence to support that she was in possession of any drugs. The 2 credit cards that were found were of date in her name, and they were used to, like, you know, cut lines, which gives credence to her using, I guess, but I don't know. As far as, I mean, I guess it all hinges on if she lives there at the time. So I guess this kind of still is kind of strange to me as to why you would appear in the streaming studio. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe it's already passed. But if your request to dismiss is based on the fact that you do not live there and you're just visiting, probably maybe don't join in the studio. I don't know. It seems a little strange. But that being said, Patty Leather says, why does April still have Steel Toe's last name? Why has she not changed it by now? My ex-wife had my last name for, I think, 3 years after. And she didn't get it changed until she got married again. So. One with the red bathroom. Yeah, I know. I don't know anything about the second house. Stayed at Nick's old house, that for sale. They should have done it. It would look better. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Shani. Well, it costs money too. Like, it costs money, and you have to go, you know, to get it all changed. It's just, it's kind of like a process. People don't like to do anything. I'm not exactly pissed at Rackets about April. I don't think anybody is. I think the main thing they're pissed about is like the overt, like vague thing. You know how it's like I think it's this, you know, sense of pretending that no one knows or no one sees, you know, when everybody knows and sees, right? So it's I think that's where a little bit of the anger comes from. You know, but it's like why lie about it at this point? I use it as a tool for being based. Yeah, I bang hot blondes. That's what, you know, that's what I'd do. But no, you're completely right. That whole, like, Aaron claimed that he was like in a weird relationship with Kayla, and I'm like, that sucks because Aaron's terrible. Like, could you imagine? Like, she totally lost that fucking deal. Like, cause Aaron is a nightmare. And I tried to avoid any like footage or watching anything about Aaron, but every now and then something would pop up or Art would send me something about Aaron saying a thing, and I'd have to watch it. And bro, like just having to witness that dude's personality for 30 seconds makes me want to kill myself. It is unbelievable. God, it sucks. It's so unfortunate that it's not his fault, right? It sucks, but it's so unfortunate that he is so unlikable that it's unbelievable. I have not seen a person ever in my life that is as unlikable as Aaron. I have met some terrible people, but they all pale in comparison. Aaron, from just the couple minutes of clips I've watched him interact and like present stuff and have weird shifty eyes, and oh fuck, bro, it sucks, man. It kind of makes me feel bad. I'm like, oh, this dude cannot control this. How nightmarishly terrible and insufferable his poor personality is. It's brutal. Woo! Damn, it sucks for him, man. Rob with a gold boy. Ooh. Thank you, Rob. I love you. Appreciate you, buddy. I hope I see you soon. My boy Rob coming in with a gold boy. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, my friend. We love Rob here. He's a good man. Swift kiss to your penis. Appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you. All right. Just by his looks. His looks, I know. I mean, yeah, he's a goofy looking dude, but like his bro, he's just the most untrustworthy personality I've ever witnessed on a human. It's just so disingenuous and strange.
And so we're asking that the court dismiss the charge.
Ms. Pierce.
Your Honor, Ms. Imholte was found in the room where the drugs were found. She's only being charged with the drugs that were found immediately on top of her credit cards, which were active and not expired. One was a bank card, and her purse was found in the master bedroom suite, which between the master bedroom and the bathroom. And she was in the room when law enforcement executed the search warrant, and the drugs were out in the open on top of her immediate possessions, with the rest of the contents of her purse also in that room. While mere presence is not enough, that does show that she was in the room and creates a joint possession that she was using, or at least with one of the homeowners in that bedroom where the drugs were out in the open on top of, literally on top of her property, of her bank cards.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of a hard it's kind of a hard strategy, man, to be fair. You know, it's really, really hard strategy, in my opinion, to dismiss it on basically not enough evidence or not enough, you know, I guess, what is it, probable cause to charge her with any kind of possession when it's hyper obvious. Now, granted, look, the legal system's kind of strange, right? It doesn't really work with reason and logic. Sometimes it kind of works more in like what is on the books and precedents set. But yeah, you gotta try, Reese. Yeah, I mean, you gotta try. You're right. You are completely right there. You gotta try. And I don't really know if they thought, or if I don't think they actually thought that this was going to get thrown out. Now, granted, I will say she does look really just distraught when it does. When the motion doesn't get granted, she looks pretty distraught. Aquanet says still doesn't prove it's her drugs. She might have gave them the cards, but was she tested positive for cocaine? Annette, yeah. So that's kind of, I guess, where the issue lies. Is any person on earth would say yes, but the legal system doesn't really work in that way. But they didn't dismiss it, so it doesn't really matter, right? Jenny says, thanks for the live stream, Cody. Thank you for the first orange boy. I appreciate you, Jenny. I love you. Thank you. Jenny, look at you. So good to me. You're so good to you, boy. Thank you, Jenny. Swift kissed on your labias. I appreciate you, baby. Jenny's so good to me, guys. So good to me. All right, here we go. Thank you, Jenny. We love you.
For today's purposes, I'm denying the motion without prejudice. I think the motion is not as simple as the defense filing would make it seem, considering Ms. Pierce's take on the evidence, and that the motion to dismiss would be more appropriate for a Rule 11 motion where the parties could dive in a little deeper to present the court with the full flavor of the evidence. And so for today's purposes, it's denied. And Mr. Gallagher, would you like to combine Rule 5 and Rule 8 today?
Damn. Immediately dismissed. I mean, immediately denied. Immediately denied.
Yes.
All right. Are you waiving reading of the complaint, deferring entry of a plea, and demanding an omnibus hearing?
Yes.
And are you wanting the contested omnibus hearing right away? Or do you want to be on the uncontested block first?
I think we'd rather be on the uncontested block because every now and then discovery issues pop up.
Yep, and that's fine. The purpose in our county for the uncontested omnibus is for the defendant to either demand or waive the contested omnibus. So it does buy you a little time, and then the case is not assigned yet either. We'll assign it once you demand or waive omnibus.
Thank you.
Like extra drugs. They had to know it wasn't gonna get dismissed that easy. Yeah, but you gotta go ahead and do the thing, right? You gotta go ahead and do the thing. So, and I don't know, it just zooms in on April here, and she looks pretty damn distraught. She could get it though, for sure. For sure. You know, that's one thing about April. Like, it doesn't matter what you think about her, she can get it. She's definitely capable of taking the load. You know, figuratively speaking, not like, well, I mean, literally and figuratively. Would, yeah, easy.
September 17th.
She's literally next. Yeah, that's the best. That's the point. That's the funny point. I'm like, I mean, it probably wouldn't help to not be in the studio, you know, but I don't know. It would take away a little bit of the ammo from the trolls, because, you know, the trolls immediately, they're going to see that shit immediately, right? But, oh, damn. You know?
At 2:30? That's out of 14 days. It'd be the 11th at 2:45.
We would waive any time
Oh.
limits, by the way.
Gosh, I'm totally sorry. My fault. Okay, time is waived. So the 17th, a lot of our prosecutors are gone. And so let's go into October 8th at 3:30.
That works for the state, Your Honor.
October 8th. Hey, I'll be flying to IRL. Hey, don't miss me when I go on IRL. I'll be on Timcast the 10th. I think it's the 10th is the day I go on, but I'll be flying up there a day or two before.
Works for me. I'm not sure if my client is that a good date. April?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
Okay.
All right, 3:30 on October 8th. That continues to be a remote appearance.
April's got cute, like, dimples right here, or smile lines. I know women hate smile lines. Like, no matter how, like, endearing they are, women hate them, and I don't know why. Like, I know a lot of women that have really nice smile lines, and I love their smile lines, and they're always talking about getting Botox in their smile lines, and I'm like, bro, they're adorable. It's like you look like a little chipmunk or something. Oh, and they always hate it though. No low dumping, would not reproduce. Oh, I'm low dumping. I'll just kill you if you. I go full on 1970. Okay, I'll just kill you. No, I'm just kidding. Kind of. Steph, what's up, baby? I bet April demanded to be in the studio. She's showing she controls Nick. Oh, yeah. Look, man, I've had theories, you know. I mean, I don't pretend to know the situation. I talk to Nick all the time, but it's pure, like, I mean, as a human, I have theories as to, like, what the dynamic would be like. And I mean, that's like women do that. Yeah. I mean, women are very, very competitive. Right. If she's like trying to win, yeah. Why not? I mean, when you look at the CCT footage that people leak all the time, it's always April, right? It's always April and Nick are out somewhere doing something. So that, lends a little bit of credence to that. Her like pushing Kayla out. I don't know. Like, like I said, I don't know the dynamic, but that's what I would do if I was a young woman and I found this guy that had money and influence. And I'm not saying that's what's going on. I'm just saying that's what I would do. Like, if I was a young, attractive woman and I found a guy with money, you best damn believe I'm pushing that bitch. I'll be, Jay, she does not love you, but I am the love of you. And then I'd divorce and get that money. I'd be ruthless as a woman. I got to be completely transparent. I would be the most ruthless woman on earth. Damn, I'd wreck them. I would wreck these motherfuckers. I would be a multimillionaire by divorce by the time I'm 25. You best believe.
For uncontested omnibus. Ms. Pierce, what's the state's position on release?
Your Honor, this does involve the possession of controlled substances. We are requesting unconditional bail in the amount of $20,000, conditionally that she could be released on her own recognizance on the conditions that she have no use of controlled substances or alcohol that are not prescribed, submit to random testing, remain law-abiding, and report to probation as directed.
Mr. Gallagher.
Your Honor, I believe the allegations are very scant in this case, to the point that it would be inappropriate to have conditions of release on her. She's here on a summons. I don't know why we need to impose bail or conditions, especially testing.
Oh, well, damn. Right. So is this like okay? So for the lawyers in the chat, which I doubt any of your lawyers. What is the benefit or strategy on getting, trying to, get, unconditional release and no bail? I mean, obviously you don't want bail because you don't want to pay money, but like having to avoid testing, because if you're like, yeah, we want to avoid testing, does it? And look, I'm not saying it does, but to the layman, like me, I'm the layman, right? It seems like an admission of guilt when you're like, yeah, we don't want to do testing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, look, I mean, I guess if there's an option, you wouldn't, but I don't know. I am the layman, my friend. Each test costs $75 each. MA. See, MA, you immediately answered. Yep, thank you. See, that's why I asked the chat. I didn't think about that because I'm stupid. Yeah, government's going to government every day. So you're right.
Ms. Imholte, you're ordered to make all future court appearances, arrive 15 minutes early, ready to proceed. Keep in contact with Mr. Gallagher as he's your point of contact for all court business. You are to be booked on this charge, and you'll need to make arrangements to come into the courthouse in Candioi County and Wilmer any business day from the hours of 9 to noon or 1 to 4, and that's just for pictures and fingerprints. If you've already done this, then that has been satisfied. You are ordered to remain absolutely law-abiding. You may gain your unconditional release by posting cash or bond in the amount of $20,000. In the alternative, I will release you on your own recognizance subject to conditions. The conditions are as follows. Don't leave the state of Minnesota without prior court approval. Have no use or possession of alcoholic beverages or mood-altering substances that are not.
That blows. God, it would suck to not be able to drink. Granted, I'm not going to drink during my weight cut. So I don't drink during November, December, and January. But still, that would blow to just it be imposed on you. You know what I'm saying? I choose to quit drinking on my own volition.
Prescribed to you and submit to any form of testing to verify that you are abstaining. The testing can be at the demand of law enforcement or probation. You are responsible for the cost of the testing. Failure to cooperate or failure to show up for testing is the same as using and providing a positive sample. You'd have no use or possession of firearms, dangerous weapons, ammunition, or explosives. You must meet with Candioi County Community Corrections initially to do intake for pretrial release monitoring of the court's conditions, and thereafter as they require. Their number is 320-231-6222, and you are required to call them and establish this relationship for pretrial release monitoring.
Jay says she looks like she's still using. Maybe, but not now. Right? So if you have to submit to testing and also random testing, yeah, I mean you can't now. But I mean, yeah, she probably was. Why not? Right? You don't just stop using, you know, unless you're forced to, I guess. And I think this is now when she's being forced to. So don't look at that forehead. I don't really understand the forehead joke thing. You know, her forehead looks normal. Am I crazy? Maybe she should pull her hair back. Maybe that would make it look way bigger. Because they always called her Megamind, and I'm like, she looks kind of normal. I don't know. I like her smile lines though. She got a nice face. Her nose is a little asymmetrical, but other than that, she's pretty solid.
Monitoring within the next 24 hours.
When she's concerned and distraught, it makes her look cuter. I think that has to do with like my male biology, though, right?
Right. Anything else to come before the court today, Mr. Gallagher?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Ms. Pierce?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right. Matters adjourned. Thank you.
Show us how those tits are, April.
Wait, hold on. What just happened? Did that happen? Did that happen in the hearing? Did that just happen in the hearing? The fuck? Hold on. What the fuck just happened? Oh my god.
Pierce?
Somebody said that? Can you do that? Oh my god. You can just say some shit like that in a hearing? Some random person shows his tits, April.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right. Matters adjourned. Thank you.
Show us how those tits are, April.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. Like, you know, I whatever you think about whatever, that's pretty funny. You know, keep listening. Does it keep going? I mean, it's over. It's the end of the thing. That's brutal. She was gonna do it for a super chat. Wow, if that's allowed, I'm doing it. Yeah, why would I not do that? It's over though. What do you mean I can't keep yelling penis? It's over. It's just gonna restart. Someone yells penis. Keep watching. Yeah, so like, if you can just do that, my happy ass is gonna jump on Zoom calls from now on. I'm just gonna get on Zoom calls and start freaking saying bullshit. The ultimate troll. Make sure you guys like the show, by the way. Yeah, I'm very unsurprised that it didn't get dismissed immediately. But I will say, see, that's the issue with women right there. Is even me, okay? Now, look, I don't have any stake in the matter. But even me sitting there watching April look all concerned, I'm like, oh. You know, that's what women do. Women use that shit to control us. Oh. Don't hurt her. Look at her. She's so innocent and sad. Oh, look how cute she is. Now, if she was like a big old fat lady, yeah, it'd be way different. But you know, oh, I don't want her to be in trouble. She's okay. You know? Damn you women. That's why they always cry when they get pulled over by police. Because you're like, oh, fuck, I can't give you a ticket. You're so cute. I got to protect you. Like a bunny. You wouldn't step on a bunny, right? Did you not watch Nick's arraignment? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What's up, Ray Ray? What did Mr. Beast do? Oh, my God, dude. Mr. Beast did a lot of things. Women do the same to some serial killers. Oh. Well, serial killers are different. They want to kill women that do that. Right? So, like, when women get all sad and stuff, that, like, gets serial killers, like, rock hard. And they want to kill them. You know? It's very strange. Thank you, Jenny, for your orange boy. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate you. Thank you, Billy, for your $100 super chat. Thank you, Andreas, for your $1, even though it's red. Talking about touch my penis. Sorry, guys. Says I watched you before the pandemic. Just change account names. I'm glad you're chasing your dreams. I remember when you were raging mad, exposing GameStop. Good times. Good times. All right. So disgusting and evil. Who? Your weak Linus said yes. Yes. Agreed. Agreed. If a girl walks in and she's like, help, please do not hurt me. I am but baby. Yeah, I'll probably not hurt him. I am weak. Yes, agreed. It's just how I am, man. That's why I'm not a judge. That's why I'm not a police officer. Okay. That's what I do, man. Mr. Beast has the same PR firm as Bud Light. You about to find out today. You about to find out today, bros. Mr. Beast has done some shit. He's done some things and some stuff, boys, and it is pretty wild to see. We're going to pull it up here. We're going to pull it up here. So not only, hold on. Not only has Mr. Beast threatened a lawsuit over the allegations that are definitely not allegations, but they're allegations, right? Not only that, but he also just offered to pay off somebody a lot of money. We're going to go over all of it. It's pretty crazy. And I guess that's what you got to do, you know? But it sucks that Mr. Beast is having to posture as a company would instead of as a creator, because first and foremost, he is a creator. Although he may not be one now, that's what he's seen as by like children. They think he's like a YouTuber, but he's not. He's straight up a business executive. He has no. He basically appears in videos and says whatever the script says, and then leaves and gets in his Ferrari and burns out. Right. And that's kind of what's going on here. And having to do all these very corporate moves and corporate legal moves, it just makes him look terrible, even though it's what he has to do. It's kind of sucky. It's kind of sad to have to watch it go down like that. Make sure you guys like the stream, by the way. We are 350 from Naked Snake for the 340th stream in a row. Whoo, doggy, I tell you guys what. And again, I'm sorry I'm so low energy. It's been a very, very interesting year. It's been good. It's been great. It's been constant. I think last year I traveled. I think I traveled 8 times last year. This year, it's going on like 35 times. And it's not over at all. We got 5 more. So it's getting pretty bad, man. It's getting pretty rough. And I shouldn't say bad. It's getting, it's just kind of exhausting. It's fun. It's exhausting though. I don't like flying anymore. And I do not like, driving at all. You know? All right. Anyways, we're going to talk about Mr. Boost and threatening lawsuits and shit, and how he offered to pay off a dude. And we're gonna have it all scheduled. It's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be great. Actually, let me pull up everything before I start. I don't think I'm gonna talk about old Mr. Boost, or not Mr. Beast. I don't think I'm gonna talk about Asmongold, because that's just gonna get me freaking lit up, and I'm not trying to get lit up today. You know, shit. I can make a video agreeing with Asmongold, and people are mad at me. So like that, like Asmongold. So. It's just, I mean, when you're like an unbathed, smelly person, you know, that's kind of garbagey as a human, not as a creator. They're entertaining and fine as a creator, but your demographic's probably gonna be kind of similar. And people that are perpetually online are not. They're usually pretty damaging or devastating to some people, not to everybody, but I don't know. It's just easier to avoid. The people. Yeah, we're gonna definitely read that. That's gonna be fun. Can I even read that? I guess I can't. It's not. Oh shit balls. I'm sorry, guys. Whew. I'm sorry. I apologize. All right, let's start reading. Let's have a good time. Thank you, guys. Alex and Blood. Thanks. What's up, buddy? How you doing? How you doing, Alex and the Blood? I appreciate you guys. Yes, David. I need 5. Skibbity. Oh, Skibbity. I got to be completely honest. I still don't understand Skibbity and why it exists. It's Skibbity toilet and all that shit is way past a point of me being able to like understand what's going on. You remember when you were growing up and there was a thing that you enjoyed and your parents did not understand it? That's how I feel about Skibbity. Right, I don't get it, and I don't. I watched like 5 Skibbity toilet things, and I don't understand why people care. It's the fucking weirdest shit. It's just I don't get it. I tried, but I just can't get. I can't understand it. You know. Mr. Scar says, "What's your issue with Asmongold?" I don't have an issue with Asmongold. I think he's cool. I'm saying, the people that like actually enjoy and his content and watch him probably are part of like a fucked up like demographic, at least a few of them, and they get really really passionate about whatever creator they're watching, so passionate that they will like harass and dox and try to swat people that they think are beefing with their creator when literally no one cares, right? Neither person that are in the beef really actually care, but the fans care so much that it's like earth shattering. You know, it's like spooky. To be completely fair, it's really spooky. Like I mean, I'm not big enough on YouTube to have that kind of thing go on. But if I had like 5,000 concurrent watchers and was getting 500,000 views per video, there would be a few of you in chat that's like, Cody's the best. He's my bro, and I've never met him, but he's the coolest guy on earth, and I will literally die to protect his honor. And I'm like, no, you don't have to do that. Like, I don't care about whatever subject matter video like I'm reading or whatever talking about. It's, you know, not that much, but like people that are fans they'll care way too much. It's freaking weird, right? Lisa Kenyon says, it's okay, Cody. You have a right to be tired sometimes. No worries tonight. We love you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you, Lisa. And thank you, Lisa, for liking everything on my Instagram. I think it was you. The name looks familiar. Thank you. I ain't doxing anyone for you. Thank you, John. I appreciate you. I can't even like your streams anymore. You're not truly famous till you get a stalker. Oh, I've had like 5 of them. I've had more than that. But I'm also I don't really care too much, so it doesn't really ever affect me too negatively. I've been swatted all the time. I'm swatted a lot, but that's whatever. I live in a place where swattings they kind of know what they are, and they don't just go in guns a-blazing. Like some places, they'll go in guns a-blazing. They don't really do that here. Thank God. Were your stalkers at least hot? No, they were all dudes, and they were all rejects that didn't show their face. So you'll notice this thing. So there's a trend of if you ever see a creator, for example, like a YouTube creator, Twitch creator, doesn't matter, and they don't show their face, like they have like a character or whatever, it's because they're goblins. Like they all look the exact same. They're not showing their face, or they're not hiding their face out of anonymity. They're hiding their face because they look like fucking goblins. So just letting you know, if you ever have wondered. Yeah, they all look like this. Hold on. They all, well, see, these guys are way too clean even. Yeah, I'm not even getting a good example. You can't even find a good example. I'm trying to find a good example on, yeah, here's kind of a good example. Kind of, not really, but kind of a good example. Shit, it's even kind of hard. Here, you know what? Here, how about this? Even they look too good. Even they look too good. Go back. Open image and new tab. So they kind of look like this. If there's ever a creator that you enjoy or don't enjoy and they don't show their face, they look almost always like something like this. Like almost always. But worse, actually. But way worse. This guy actually, like, they actually look, this is the only example I can find that, but they look kind of like this or way worse. Every one of them I've ever seen in real life. They look about like that. So yeah, if they don't show their face, there's a reason why. It's Lofty Pixels. Lofty has shown his face online. And he looks kind of like a normal guy. Sean Smith with a $10 super chat. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Big says, shout out to the 7 ranked driver in National Arc Series. Was that it? Yeah, we hit the 7th point. So yeah. Thank you again, Sean. Love you. Thank you, Lisa Canyon. 2 gold boys, 1 pink boy from a rainbow night. I appreciate you guys so much for all your love. All your love. All right. Okay. BBB kind of French. Oh man, this seems like kind of old. Hold on. Sorry guys, I'm all right, cool. Yeah, we'll read this. I mean, I do miss GameStop horror stories. Yeah, well, there's only so many horror stories, you know. I kind of told everything I could ever think of. And also, you know, it's kind of over. GameStop doesn't really exist anymore in any current form. It's all based on like memes and bullshit. And it's a cycle of repeating itself, right? So where is it? Mix Taylor says, what's your thoughts on GameStop retro? GameStop has had retro games on and off since my first day in GameStop. It's nothing new. It's the executives currently have never had it, so they think they're bringing in a great idea because they're brain dead. Every executive team that came into GameStop would do the exact same shit and then leave the company, and then the new executives would come in and do the exact same shit. They thought that was revolutionary. We started selling retro and stopped selling retro 5 times in my career. From different executives thought they were like coming up with the craziest idea they ever. We always, same thing with iPhones, same thing with iPods, same thing. We would always sell them for a year, stop selling them, sell them for a year, stop selling, because a new executive team would come in and be like, oh, why are we not selling phones? Why are we not selling NES cards? And of course, people would bring in fake NES carts all day, bro. So this guy would come in all the time with a stack of fake. He would have like 25 copies of Earthbound on NES or Super Nintendo, whatever, and try to get like $5,000 in GameStop credit. And I would call my district manager, be like, hey, this guy's trying to sell a bunch of fake carts, like fake retro games. And my district manager would always say, if you can't prove it, just take them. And you could prove it easily, but you technically can't, right? But you can prove it, but you technically can't. And if I don't take them, he's going to complain to my district manager. My district manager is going to be pissed at me. So yeah, we would take fake carts. Probably 90% of the carts we took in were fake. And we would resell them for like $500 a pop or $300 a pop. And no one cared. And now they're doing the same shit. And I guarantee you almost every cart you buy at GameStop will be fake. And no one cares. And then GameStop, after a few lawsuits are threatened, they'll stop selling them in a few months. And then they'll act like it didn't happen. And then they'll bring it back in a couple years. And blah, blah, blah. It's just, they repeat the cycle over and over again. It's silly. Tis super silly, you know. All right, hold on. Carl Jobs needs to do a series. I agree. I completely agree. Where's the accountability? All right. Dogpack released a new video, and I want to watch it, but it's so fucking long. It's like, please stop releasing 45-minute videos. What's up, Caleb Panda? How you doing? All right, let's talk about the Mr. Beast. All right. So if you haven't been following it, Mr. Beast is back. And Mr. Beast is obviously doing what we all thought he was going to do all along, because Mr. Beast is a company, not an individual. Mr. Beast has hired a hotshot lawyer. Mr. Beast is threatening to sue everybody that's throwing shade at him and making videos exposing him. He's just going to threaten all of you. He's going to sue all of you into the ground. He's going to bury you in a mountain of litigation that you'll never be able to, claw out of. With what? Money. And this is what corporations do. They'll throw $100 million at a lawsuit, and I'm exaggerating, obviously, and they'll delay the hearing or what have you for years, So the people that are involved have to keep a lawyer on a retainer and end up will either settle or drop the lawsuit. It's a normal intimidation tactic. And of course, Mr. Beast doesn't give a flying fuck about anybody. He's not above intimidating anybody. He's not above anything like that. For some odd reason, people thought he was a good person, and I've never really understood it. But hey, he gave people Lamborghinis. That means he's a good person, right? No, I'm not 12 years old. So yeah, let's get right into this sauce. Make sure you subscribe, please. Very important to you, boy, that is not a billionaire. It says Mr. Beast's new lawyer threatens YouTuber Dogpack404 with lawsuit over what he says are false claims. Keep in mind that Dogpack pulled up video evidence on like 1,000 different occasions, but that's fine. Technically, can you prove it? You know how the legal system works. Technically, can you prove it? I mean, technically, without a shadow of doubt, can you prove that this guy's not the spawn of Satan? He let his ego go to his head, man. I mean, hey, it probably would happen to anybody if you threw $1 million jillion at him, you know. Says YouTube star Mr. Beast has reportedly threatened legal action against fellow creator Dogpack404 in response to their false and defamatory videos about him. Who? Jimmy Mr. Beast Donaldson is the most subscribed creator on YouTube, but his status as an internet superstar is beginning to crumble as more and more allegations are hurled his way. And there are way more coming, by the way. And the thing is, he's too large to fail, right? I honestly don't see a reality to where Mr. Beast doesn't survive this. You know, I mean, does it really matter? I mean, Mr. Beast has knowingly had registered offenders on his staff for long periods of time, and that no one cares, right? So especially not his corporate partners like Amazon. They don't care. Like, they'll make statements all day, every day about whatever social movement on Twitter and say they care. But when things actually happen, they don't really care. That's one of those weird things. Corporations don't care about you, and I don't understand where we have this weird common misconception that they do. It's very strange. It's like when your company tries to say you're part of their family. It's like, bro, what do you mean part of their family? After his collaborator, Ava Chris Tyson, was accused of behaving inappropriately with minors online, Mr. Beast himself began to come under fire. One YouTuber in particular has gone viral for his exposed style videos about the YouTube monolith Dogpack404. Old Dogpack has uploaded 2 videos about Mr. Beast, both of which have garnered a combined 25 million views within a month, which is insane. In his videos, Dogpack accuses Mr. Beast of faking his content and knowingly hiring a registered offender who appeared in his past videos, which, to be completely fair, I don't really see them as allegations. They kind of seem real. Like, I don't know. Like, I get that technically they're allegations until proven in a court of law or what have you. But I mean, if you're a normal human of sound mind, you can kind of see, you can read between the lines pretty quick, right? It says it was later confirmed that this offender was indeed part of Mr. Beast's crew, as told by their own brother, Jake the Viking, in a public post on social media. Shocking, right? Where to be transparent, Jake the Viking was shitting all over Mr. Beast for protecting Ava Chris Tyson over all these issues with children, and then immediately jumped to the defense of somebody that was actually charged with it. So that was kind of a really strange 180 on that part. Dogpack's claims have received attention due to his claimed status as one of Mr. Beast's former employees. But now Donaldson is hitting back. Doubt it. Oof. On August 27th, Mr. Beast hired a celebrity lawyer, Alex Spiro, known for his representation of famous clients like Alec Baldwin, Megan Thee Stallion, and even Elon Musk. Wow. It must be nice to be just famous and have endless gobs of money where you could just do anything you could ever want. And instead of actually doing anything, you just make fucking YouTube videos. Like, Jesus, man. Documents obtained by the Daily Mail show that Spiro sent a cease and desist letter to one Dawson French, who they accused of levying false and defamatory allegation towards Mr. Beast using the alias Dogpack404. And to be completely frank, a cease and desist over false and defamatory allegations are only false and defamatory if they are lies. Good luck proving their lies, in my opinion. I feel like that's going to be a little hard, especially with the thousands of hours of video footage. It says it should be apparent from his letter that Mr. Beast takes your unlawful content seriously and is committed to getting to the bottom of each and every violation of your agreements during your brief trial period with Mr. Beast and subsequent to your departure. The document reads, I love how like corporate-y it is. You know, it's always interesting to see, you know, creators that are normal ass people, like almost as if their industry plants just blow up to unfathomable heights. And then if there's ever an allegation, it's just like lawyer salad speak. Instead of them having a human response, you know, it's always just, we take these allegations very seriously. No, you take the fucking loss of your partnerships and sponsorships seriously. You don't take anything else seriously. Stop trying to prove to people that you care about other people. Come on. Stupid. It says the cease and desist also claims that French pleaded for his job back with the company after his trial period ended and violated the terms of an NDA he signed as part of his employment with the YouTube star, which, to be fair, who gives a fuck, right? Like an NDA is not applicable if something illegal is happening, which is one thing. So who gives a shit, in my opinion? And the other thing is, why add the statement that he begged for his job back? Is that just trying to show that he's disgruntled? Keep in mind immediately what corporations will try to do to discredit anyone that's, you know, levying any charges or allegations at them, is they will try to discredit them by making them look disgruntled, right? So that's how this has always worked. French is sticking to his proverbial guns, saying in a statement to the Daily Mail that Mr. Beast has knowingly kept graphist and PDFs on payroll, allegedly for legal reasons, although I think some of them were convicted. Thus far, Mr. Beast has yet to issue a public statement regarding the accusations against him, but has distanced himself from Chris Tyson, saying he's disgusted by her past actions, which, I mean, that was his only way out. To be completely fair, his only way out was to be like, yeah, I'm disgusted, blah, blah, blah. I don't foresee Mr. Beast ever responding to this actually as Mr. Beast. It'll always be from a lawyer's perspective. I honestly, when I watch Mr. Beast stuff, and keep in mind, I don't watch Mr. Beast stuff, but when I would click on a video every now and then, it's very apparent that Mr. Beast is kind of like an empty shell. He doesn't really have a personality. He doesn't really have thoughts. He's very driven when it comes to like business. I don't think he would ever have a genuine response to any of this, and that probably wouldn't benefit him to force himself to respond, right? That's my opinion on it anyway. Rabbit in the hole says the Goomba. Thank you, my friend. Keep it going. 340 from Naked Snake for the 340th time. 340 away from 340. 340 away from 340 in a row. Thank you guys for all your super chats. Billy Hatcher, I appreciate you so much for your ginormous red boy. I don't deserve it at all. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. I love you. You guys are goated. Again, I'm sorry I'm so low energy and not entertaining. I'm just I'm like wore to the nub. It's very frustrating. I don't like being wore out when I'm trying to stream. It like really frustrates me, man. So me puppet, it's all Cody's fault. Thank you, me puppet. All right. But no, that it doesn't end there, by the way, for Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast has offered a buyout. Here, I'll show you. So where is it? Can I pull this up? Yeah. So Mr. Beast, you guys remember that guy that was like crying in that video like a bunch? You know? He was like crying over the trauma he experienced doing the like prison stunt with Mr. Beast. Yeah, so apparently Mr. Beast has offered to buy him out, which is funny. I love how it takes a video to make this happen. And I don't really care for that, right? If this has been pressured for a long time, and Mr. Beast obviously doesn't listen until it becomes negative on his end. Now suddenly he's listening, right? I don't really care for that. I've never cared for that, but that's life. But let's look at it right now. Oh my God. What the hell is all this? Sorry, guys. I'm confused. All right. Jake Weddle. Yeah, that's him. Yep, that's him. All right, let's pull it up. I wish there was actually... Let me Google it. Maybe I love how I still have the picture of the goofy ass bald guy. Jake Weddle, Mr. Boost, news, ow. Hold on, sorry guys. This is from 3 weeks ago. Wow, no one talked about this. This is actually kind of strange, to be fair. Weird. Yeah, this is actually really strange. I did not know this was from from so long ago, or so recently. I thought it, or so I didn't know it was from a week ago. I thought it was like recently. It's very weird, actually. All right. Anyways, sorry. Where am I? Yeah, Aisley, I agree. What prison stunt? I don't hate watch. I only watch people I love. Well, it wasn't a hate watch. It was Dogpack released a video about it. I think. Yeah, Dogpack released a video about it. It wasn't Mr. Beast never released the video, apparently, because it went so poorly, right? Which is probably why he fakes all of his videos, because you don't want to spend, 500 grand on a set piece and all this shit only for it to go bad. So you kind of have to script everything. Right? I mean, and that's fine. Just admit it. Don't like try to pretend it's real. That's lame. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of lame to pretend things are real, in my humble opinion. B. Sorry, I'm just. Yep. Yep. Obviously, 100%. All right, let's pull that up. And then we'll watch the dog pack video, I guess. It's only 9:50. I forgot. I thought it was later. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize for all my indiscretions. Well, I think I'll be back Friday. And we'll stream there before I go to Illinois. And once we run the race in Illinois, I have a week off, so I can stream for 6 streams in a row without interruptions. Isn't that nice? Whew. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to survive. All right. Cam fam watch party. Girthquake says, stop picking your nose. I'm clearing my deviated septum so I can breathe. Trust me, you're not the first and you ain't the last that's ever going to talk about it. I promise you. All right, here we go. Do. Gosh, man. Now my nose is running. It's just one of them days, man. I'm about to sneeze real hard. Whittle also revealed that a brief text message called him. Furthermore, Whittle shared that he didn't accept the 100, and he did take $50K to cover his debt. Well, that's good. Interesting. Get deviated septum surgery? No. Bring back camel thoughts on your Saturdays off. Well, the issue is, MA, is I am off like one Saturday every 3 months. So it wouldn't really make it lucrative, like schedule based. But once the race season ends, I will be off October to January-ish. So I'll be able to do it every weekend for a while. And then we go to Daytona in January, and then 3 weeks later we race at Daytona. So nothing we can do, boys. Nothing we can do, boys. Try to make my own game. I would donate millions. Millions to who? Yeah, Skytex, exactly. I don't go to the doctor ever for any reason. I just die. I'll just die, to be fair. I will 100% just die. What is this? Free world hunger. Free world hunger. Free world hunger. Free world hunger. So you mean like make everybody hungry in the world? Is that what you're saying? Because you can't cure world hunger. So, it's something you can't do. Because if you did, you would be disappeared, right? So that's a thing that a lot of people don't realize. If you invented a perpetual energy machine, right, you would be killed. The government would kill you immediately. They would kill you and burn every piece of any kind of research you had. They burn it to the ground. If you cured cancer, they would kill you immediately and burn your research to the ground. If you offered to solve world hunger and, give food to every single mouth on the face of the earth, if you did not go through a government organization, they would kill you immediately. Why? Because if you go through a government organization, they're going to skim 90% of the money off the top. Right? That's what they do. Well, we want you to go through the UN and all, but yeah, no. Like if you try to do it yourself, they'll kill you. They need strife. If we don't have strife, governments have no reason to exist. Right? There has to be strife. So they would kill you. The unfortunate truth is we have so much strife, and the government is using it as their personal piggy bank, right? Cancer will never be cured. Ever. Until somehow we develop a system that doesn't make it beneficial for cancer research to generate billions of dollars a year. Right? What do you think all that money goes into? No, a giant portion of that money goes directly into the treasurer of whoever organization's pocket immediately. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. It goes straight into their pocket, bro. Scaly one, no reason, just because you are you. Remember who is an old bish? Me. Wait, or is it you? Thank you, Scaly one, for your gold boy. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, my man. I love you. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me on one of my low energy streams. I don't deserve it. So I appreciate that, man. I'm trying to survive. I don't know why I'm so low energy. I'm trying, boys. I mean, I know why, but I don't know why it's happening like so often. Anyways, MrBeast offered Jake Weddle $190,000. Let's pull up this video, though, since I'm just talking out of my ass right now. Let's pull up Dogpack's new video and have some fun with it. Let's have some fun with it. Boop, boop. Same with HIV. Remember how everybody was dying and all of a sudden Magic Johnson isn't? All of a sudden. That's how it works, man. That's how it works. The one guy that made the car engine that ran off water. Oh, yeah, that guy died. Are we talking about the guy that he made it off of hydrogen? Something. I forget what. I read this today, actually. And then he died. He just died. He just disappeared.
Okay, so this video is going to focus around one instance of essay. I wanted to put all the essay allegations into one video, part 3, final video until Jimmy responds at least.
Jimmy ain't going to respond.
I sort of overestimated how easy that would be as far as like getting everything approved with victims and lawyers, and like also, traditional media is involved. They've been DMing me, New York Times, Time Magazine, also like documentary people. I don't know. You're like, hey, I've worked with Netflix and Hulu and Apple TV and Peacock. Are you interested? And I'm like, I don't know, but I think people should go to those more legitimate sources to get their stories out. So I've been referring people to other people.
Disagree. I like how you just called Netflix and all these people legitimate sources. Come on, Dogpack. Come on, baby.
Because traditional has, more resources than I do and better legal protections than I do for sure. I do have sort of that bigger project, the original part 3. And I have a lot of other interviews and other allegations that I'm working on putting together. So I have something for when MrBeast responds. If his response is bad, then I can sort of point out, hey, he lied here and here. And
yeah, well, I mean, if MrBeast responds, he's just going to try to speak to the allegations and say they're all lies. So it's going to be bad. For example, if MrBeast comes out and he's like, oh, I apologize to everyone I've hurt and I want to take a hiatus, that's an admission of guilt that destroys his company. Which in my opinion, if you're already a gajillionaire, why would you care? But then again, I'm not, so I wouldn't have that perspective. That's kind of how I see that anyway. But I think his response will be talking about certain allegations. Kind of like that one guy that responded initially to Dogpack after the first video on Twitter with rebuttals of stuff that didn't even matter, like the fake video thing. Like no one cared really about the fake video thing. So I think that was probably Mr. Beast ghost topping that, to be honest. Amiris says, first time chatting a stream. I'm a recent new fan. No, not sure what I walked in on. Just want to give you a hug. Love from Australia. Well, thank you, baby. I love you. Thank you so much for all your support. Love from Australia. Maybe we'll have a NASCAR race there one day and you can come. Well, I think they've done it once. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong.
Deflected and strawman argument or whatever, as well as like dropping new allegations and doing it in an opportune way so that they get the most eyeballs. But yeah, I just want to say this is just around sort of one allegation. Also, everything in this video is allegedly. This video is not monetized. It's for educational purposes only. This is matters of public interest. I'll put a full disclaimer on the screen. But yeah, here's the video.
You got to do this now because Mr. Beast has got hotshot lawyers coming after you. Yes, now.
Hey, today I'm going to be covering Mr. Beast's secret CEO, James Warren, and his involvement in SA and SA cover-ups, like the one including his best friend, Lacoa Hill, who also happens to be Mr. Beast's secret chief operating officer, or was. And then I want to touch on the man himself, Jimmy Donaldson. Mr. Beast has very publicly and transparently been engaging in a massive cover-up, deleting a lot of evidence. And I think a lot of this cover-up is going sort of completely under the radar. We're not even aware of what's being swept under the rug, and they're getting away with hiding and deleting evidence. After I called out James Warren by name in my last video, his Instagram and Facebook got taken down, and his LinkedIn got taken down. So quick profile on.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, no shit. 100% obvious that's going to happen. They're going to immediately take down everything. And to be completely fair, you had one guy. Now, granted, I know there's a lot of people that are kind of keeping this cog rolling, or a lot of cogs keeping the machine rolling, if you will. And these people were kind of unchecked and had endless amounts of money and endless amounts of influence. So the fact that SA, stuff like that, was happening, and predators and predatory behavior and offenders and all that, that's going to happen with a completely unchecked environment of just bro guys that consist of edgy, like 30 and 20-year-olds that grew up in a time of ultra Call of Duty lobby edge, and then you give them unlimited money and unlimited influence. What do you think is going to happen? Yeah, they're going to be awful people, and we're kind of finally seeing it all play out in front of everybody.
James Warren, he's Jimmy's cousin and secret CEO, and I say secret because they're not very open about that fact. Like he doesn't post about it on social media. It wasn't ever attached to his LinkedIn. He's never featured or really referenced anywhere. I heard that he's very aggressive. I've heard him referred to as a psychopath who screams at people and hits his girlfriends. There's alleged.
Damn. Oh my God, he screams at his girlfriend and slaps her in the jaws. Damn, dog pack.
Domestic violence charges that were filed against him. And I say allegedly because it turns out there's a lot of people in North Carolina named James Warren who assault their girlfriends, I guess. So I'm still having people look into these cases, specifically that surprise witness on YouTube. She's been super helpful in like behind the scenes, just submitting freedom of information requests and just helping me out a lot in general. She's super nice, super smart. She'll be posting a lot of updates on her channel, as she has been about the Mr. Beast situation.
Mr. Beast video caused a military operation.
James Warren, also allegedly an ex-drug addict. I've heard that he offered cocaine and hookers to editors to stay late. And then
oh yeah, that's definitely true. Look, dude, look. As someone that's been involved in the creator entertainment spectrum for a long time, and meeting a lot of these people in real life, yeah, they all do cocaine 100% of the time. And that was something I did not expect. And I'm from Alabama. Like, I've never done any kind of hardcore drugs. I didn't start drinking alcohol until I was 27. So I've just never really been into it. And when you go and actually meet people for the first time at like these giant like house parties or what have you, you'll realize that they are all fueled by cocaine, like across the board. And hookers too, actually. So that's kind of funny that he says that. I'm not surprised. You know what? It reminds me of The Wolf on Wall Street. That's probably what Mr. Beast's whole like community is kind of about. Like they probably get on their private jets and they just have hookers and blow everywhere. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, why not? At this level.
The big thing is that there was some incident between him and a female colleague that resulted in the female colleague leaving the company and receiving 3 years in severance pay. I'm still actively looking into this incident, so if you have information, let me know.
Why would she ever receive 3 years in severance? I couldn't tell you.
But I've heard from
Probably has something to do with keeping her mouth shut. But I digress.
multiple credible sources that this is true and this did happen. Also, I should quickly clarify that a lot of this investigation is allegedly. It's sort of the nature of these instances. I have a lot of testimony, corroborating testimony. But the reason I'm publishing this is that hopefully it brings more information to light. Like after the Jake Weddle interview got posted, which was all mostly testimony, people came out corroborating a story, and then ultimately Jimmy ended up apologizing and offering him $190,000, which
Yeah. So if you guys did not know, Mr. Beast offered Jake Weddle $190,000. He says, I didn't mean to cause you mental stress with that video, and I apologize. Clearly had an effect on you. You mentioned you'd like to be paid out the rest of the prize money, and I'd love to make things right with you. I have zero expectations of you mentioning me sending you this money or publicity. This is just me wanting to help you out and make sure you're good. I just want to know if you use the same bank or not. I'll send the money on Monday. I wish you the best. Yeah, he 100% expects him to talk about this, and he did. Now, for complete transparency, Jake Weddle did take $50,000 from Mr. Beast for debt purposes. So,
to me, I think is most likely an admission of guilt. You don't apologize for things that you didn't do. So anyway, I just want to get that out of the way. But what's not allegedly is that James Warren was the former COO of acquisitions of a real estate investment firm called Greenstone Ventures LLC, which is one of the businesses listed in this indictment of his former business partner, Joshua Hutchins, who was sentenced to 10 years in prison for running a real estate Ponzi scheme.
Ponzi schemes are great up until they just go bust.
So before working at Mr. Beast, James Warren was involved in a literal fraud. In fact, he's actually mentioned in the court transcripts of this case. This is the sentence hearing for Joshua Hutchins. I'm going to highlight testimony from just one of these victims, a retirement age woman named Sylvia. She testifies, I came to know Mr. Hutchins through a very reputable and successful real estate attorney who highly recommended Mr. Hutchins and who eventually left his agency to become the chief operating officer of Mr. Hutchins' investment firm. The chief operating officer of Mr. Hutchins' investment firm. She explains that the reason she trusted Mr. Hutchins was through the strong recommendation and endorsement from that very reputable and successful real estate agent. He represented Mr. Hutchins as highly competent and capable. He presented a successful track record in how Mr. Hutchins had delivered for other investments. On the next page, page 16, she testifies, my trust was and has been severely violated. This is the equivalent of financial. Many of us entrusted Mr. Hutchins, who we've come to know to be fraudulent. Just $1.3+ million of worthless paper signed by him fraudulently misrepresented in the courts. So Hutchins was convicted for soliciting investment monies by telling victims that their money would be put to work on a specific property. In fact, Hutchins did not put all the investor funds to work on the property on which the investor was solicited to invest, and instead regularly used investor funds on other properties or personal expenses. Now, what kind of personal expenses? Well, apparently he bought an AR-15 and hundreds of rounds of ammunition. His wife had a domestic violence order of protection against him. He's accused of calling his wife a lying rat and sending menacing photos of himself in tactical gear in the woods to her friends and family. Again, according to Sylvia's testimony, James Warren represented Mr. Hutchins as highly competent and capable. She continues on page 17. James Warren, the then realtor who recommended...
Well, he sounds like the perfect person to represent Mr. Beast then.
recommended me to Hutchins, also encouraged us to work with Mr. Hutchins on trying to make it work. And we did until it became very evident as to his apparent intent of complete fraud. So James appearing to sort of try to mediate this exchange, saying, hey, give him a chance. Don't pursue him. Don't sue him. Just make it work, right? The real losses due to fraud are evident. Financially, he's devastated my retirement. I can only hope and thank the good Lord that I have a brain to be able to function and try to earn back as much as possible. The impact, over $1.3 million in real losses. These are not, I got a piece of property. It was all fraud. She goes on to describe her financial troubles through the years, supporting her mother who had Alzheimer's disease, how in the crash of 2008, she lost her job and for 2 years was unemployed. In 2014, she had a severe cancer diagnosis, was out of work for over a year. She continues, in spite of all that, I've lived very frugally and tried to make things work. I've made him know of all my history and I told him I could not take the risk. He and James Warren, the then realtor, stated, oh, real estate. She goes on to describe how they presented it as a safe investment opportunity for her, and then James Warren's business partner defrauded her of $1.3 million. Now, can I claim definitively that James Warren was aware of the fraud that was taking place and will?
So, the secret CEO of Mr. Beast and cousin to Jimmy, right? I got that right? Apparently helped this giant fraud ring. I'm not shocked. Completely not shocked at all. They're probably really happy, to be fair. Mr. Beast and this James guy, and they're probably really happy that it's actually so easy to defraud children instead. And using YouTube as a platform ended up being completely legal, apparently. Very, very interesting. Very interesting.
willingly complicit in helping Mr. Hutchins defraud old ladies? No. But from what I've heard of James Bourne's character, how he's hit ex-girlfriends, not let them leave the house, beat his dog, defrauded people in his own ways. Creative Juice is an interesting one that could be looked into, which was done with Mr. Beast, as well as another scheme that we'll get into that he conducted with Lacoa Hill. I personally believe that when he was working with Mr. Hutchins, he was in similar company. I think the COO of acquisitions would know and be sort of responsible for properties not being properly acquired through.
Yeah. So this is a very, very obvious thing. There's always this weird, oh, I didn't know. It's like, but you are in control. I didn't know all of these insane things were happening all over the place. It's like, yeah, you knew, bro. You knew. David says, can you use a URL for $100 on the car instead of a name? Yeah. Just for complete transparency, the names on the car are pretty small. So, but yeah, you can do that. I mean, they're to fit like 100 names on a decklet of a car, right? It's pretty small. So, but yeah, you can totally do that. You can put whatever you want as long as it's not like Adolf Hitler, like some people tried, bastards. Kayla Panna says, I'm glad to catch a stream. You're awesome. Thank you, Kayla. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Kayla. All right, let's do this.
Through the court system. But again, that's my opinion. That's all allegedly. Now, onto his alleged best friend, Lacoa Hill. They both went to UNC Chapel Hill together, and they both, after graduating, got into real estate. But by 2017, Lacoa Hill was running an adult entertainment event business in San Francisco called Lacoa Hill Entertainment. Then in 2019, he was hired to Mr. Beast as a producer.
Our party evolved into this place where, you know, you have the drag queens, the muscle daddies, the bears, the twinks, the like posh boys.
Now, I'm all for personal freedoms. I believe adults should be able to do whatever they want. However, I question what qualified the sort of go-go dance drag daddy of San Francisco for a job producing YouTube content for children. You know, it'd also be weird if Mr. Beast hired Johnny Sins as the janitor, I guess. That's not the real issue, though. The issue is that in late 2021, he was allegedly fired for sexually assaulting his assistant. Now, I put fired in quotation marks because he was actually quietly moved to the dubbing company, which was Unilingo at the time. Here is proof that he used the Lacoya at unilingo.tv email, links back to him, links to these photos, one of which was the profile picture for his YouTube channel, which also after my first video, his YouTube channel mysteriously got deleted. And at some point, his Twitter also got deleted. I don't know if that's when he sexually assaulted his assistant. I don't know if that's after my first video got posted. Either way, Booty Call Wednesdays are canceled. He was actually brought back to Mr. Beast in 2023 after sexually assaulting his assistant prior and promoted to Chief Financial Officer, which is how I personally was introduced to him. Here's some evidence from the internal Slack channel at Mr. Beast showing Lacoa Hill acting in some COO capacity, saying there's news reporters outside, do not engage with them. This was shortly after the Time magazine article came out. So here I have a document showing testimony from former Mr. Beast employees talking about Lacoa Hill. When I say verified former Mr. Beast employee, I had them send some form of...
Oh my gosh, man, this is brutal. So Mr. Beast knowingly on multiple occasions hired predators and people guilty of assault and sexual misconduct. Why does this keep happening? Like, why would they hire these people? It's so strange to me. I mean, it would be different if you're like vetting people and like maybe missing these things, but you know these things, right? There's just so many people involved in this. It's very strange. Like he said, hiring this person that does adult shows, drag show, all these things, and hiring them to produce content that is mainly for children. It's freaking wild, man. It's very strange, dude. Very, very strange. Here is some of these texts. It says, did you hear or see any sexual misconduct? Yes, Lacoa Hill, the current CEO, in 2021, he had an assistant named Blank. I heard Lacoa acted very appropriate with Blank, booking hotel rooms with only one bed, walking around in his underwear, having Blank come out of his house and showing him sex toy collection. Just in general, Lacoa made Blank uncomfortable. Blank started complaining to higher ups, and a report got written. Lacoa was put on paid leave for a month. Then Mr. Beast moved him to the dubbing company, and he was hired back to Mr. Beast in 2023 and was promoted to COO, even though Jimmy, James, Sue, and 100% knew his history. Also, I heard that when Blank was let go, he was given $30K in severance. Damn.
Of proof. I know who some of these people are. They just want to remain anonymous, but I'm willing to share this with like an independent third party if it needs to happen. Personally, I don't think Mr. Beast is going to deny sort of this Lacoa Hill story that I'm going to show you. But here's the first testimony, and I'll say this person is especially credible in my opinion. I asked them, did you see or hear of any sexual misconduct at the company? They say, yes, Lacoa Hill, the current COO. In 2021, he had an assistant named, victim's name, I heard Lacoya acted very inappropriately with victim, booking hotel rooms with only one bed, walking around in his underwear, having victim come to his house and showing him his sex toy collection. Just in general, Lacoya made victim uncomfortable. Victim started complaining to higher-ups and a report got written. Lacoya was put on paid leave for like a month. Then Mr. Beast moved him to the dubbing company and he was hired back in 2023 and was promoted to COO, even though Jimmy, James, and Sue 100% know his history. Also, I heard that when victim was let go, he was given $30,000 in severance. I could get you victim's number. I don't know if he'd talk. I responded, yeah, that'd be great. Also, as the proof, he moved to the dubbing company. I could look. It was the original dubbing company called Unilingo. Mr. Beast practically forced them to hire Lacoya, and then they poached Unilingo's employees and copied their whole business and created Creator Global.
All right, okay.
Employee number 2, asked them the same question, have you heard of any sexual misconduct at the company? They say, yes, I don't know how to spell their name, but Lacoya, something like that. He was brought in last year after having not worked there for a year or so at a very high level. I respond, Lacoya Hill. They say, the reason he had been asked to leave previously is that he had sexually harassed someone that still worked at the company when he was brought back. Yes, Lacoya Hill. But they brought him back knowing he had sexually harassed an employee previously. And people often talk about Lacoya making them very uncomfortable on shoots. I verified employee number 3. Oof. I'm looking into more accusations of sexual misconduct at the company, wondering if there's anything you could corroborate. Have you heard of anything about Lacoya Hill? They respond, the old gay guy who likes to bang 18-year-old straight employees. Yeah, I've heard of him.
Oh my God.
Anything non-consensual to your knowledge? I heard he got in trouble for hooking up with his 18-year-old straight assistant, but the company kept it quiet from what I heard. He's a producer and worked in the adult entertainment before Mr. Beast. Oh. Yeah, Lacoya Hill Entertainment. I heard he was fired for sexual harassment, then brought back a year later. That's what I heard too. Employee number 4. Do you know who Lacoya Hill is?
Oh my God, this is brutal. It just keeps going.
Yes. And you're aware of the case that has been covered up for some time. Explain. Essayed multiple people, apparently roofied multiple people as well. Verified employee number 5. I'll also say this person is especially credible, but they worked there a while ago, like 2020, 2021, around then. Okay, few things. Lacoya sexually assaulted his assistant who was straight and Lacoya was gay. You probably already know that. But James is best friends with him, so holy shit, was that surprising that they kept him around way longer than they should have. There were reports of him making the assistant sleep in the same room / bed with him on trips, touching him inappropriately, and dangling his job in front of him. Employee number 6. Did you hear anything about Lacoya Hill? I heard that incident happened. I heard they let him go, and I heard they brought him back and just put him in a different department. And I don't know, but I think he's working there again. Now, recently, Mr. Beast has let Lacoya.
Jesus, man, that's brutal. That's brutal.
He'll go. They had this sort of leaked email where they say, therefore, along with Jeff Hausenbold, our new president and COO, right? Alluding to the fact that Lacoya Hill is no longer working there. Now, I have been open with Mr. Beast about the fact that I was going to cover Lacoya Hill. This is a single frame in my first video where I reference Lacoya. He's also in my Twitter header. And I've also just told people who work at Mr. Beast that they have to let Lacoya Hill go. So they did what I wanted and let him go, right? Well, just on a whim, I decided to look into the Creator Global LinkedIn, and it had gone private to where everyone just shows up as a LinkedIn member, right? But I saw this, L, LinkedIn member, president of Creator Global. I thought, you know what, that's a little suspicious. So I reached out to one of my connections close to Mr. Beast, and I said, hey, can you look into this account for me? Because sometimes if you have connections, you can see private LinkedIn accounts. And this is what they saw. Lacoya Hill, listed as the current president at Creator Global. No work history between graduating UNC in May 2001 and becoming the...
So... holy balls, man. So even after all this and the dog pack stuff and everything, Jimmy, Mr. Beast still moved this guy to another company. God, man, that's brutal. This is crazy, man. How does dog pack do this? How does he do this every time? This is unbelievable shit, man. God. Like, this is happening right now, by the way. This isn't something that happened a year ago. It's happened right now.
President at Creator Global in 2024. Dude, this is like the 3-cup game where you got to like keep track of the pets and race as Mr. Beast just moves them between companies.
They just sort of kept moving them around. You know, like those killer whales at SeaWorld. After it kills a trainer, they'll then move it up to Seattle. They don't give them their background.
Which I heard, Mr. Beast or James Warren forced Unilingo to hire Lacoya as sort of part of their partnership without, sending them the report on his alleged sexual misconduct at the company. I also have a voice memo from James Warren showing that they told Unilingo to process a $28,000 bonus for Lacoya, which there's definitely something suspicious going on with that.
Hey, buddy, it's James. Sorry to be bothering you. I've done my absolute best not to bother you. But Lacoya had presented a bunch of stuff to me and Jimmy a little bit ago, all really great stuff. But he had asked me and Jimmy personally, he's like, hey, can I have a $28,000 bonus for work I did in the past? And I'm like, yeah, of course, man. And the reason for that is I brought him up to my level and I don't take bonuses. So for like 2 years, he didn't get any bonuses when our guys were getting like crazy percentage bonuses. I need a favor. Sue cannot process this bonus through Beast. I need a solid. Can you please process a $28K bonus for Lacoya? Let me know. Bye.
And then they used Lacoya to try to steal Unilingo's business, poach their employees, take their clients, and then Mr. Beast launched Creator Global, where Lacoa Hill is currently listed as the president. So that's Lacoa Hill. And that's just what I can put on the record. I will say that if Mr. Beast tries to deny this, more evidence will be brought to light, and more people will definitely come out defending me, saying, hey, this is true. These allegations are true. This is all true, allegedly, in my opinion, for legal reasons. Okay, now let's move on to the man himself, Jimmy Donaldson. First, I'll show this testimony from another former Mr. Beast employee just to show sort of the work culture, especially from a female's perspective. She says, on my very first day, I was told to avoid being alone in a room.
Oh God, this is gonna, all this stuff is starting to like actually piss me off. Like, wow. And like no one's doing anything except for Dogpack, and people, I mean, people are obviously watching and sharing, but this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
Certain people in positions of power. At least once a week, I was subjugated to inappropriate questions and conversations. Once a male coworker asked me what I would do if Jimmy assaulted or harassed me. On another occasion, the same coworker said it wasn't fair that women could just decide a past sexual encounter wasn't consensual. Many of the men I worked with would make assault and pet jokes on a daily basis. They would scream and hit walls when they got upset. The minute
this is just quite literally Mr. Beast edgy behavior, like from when, like I said at the very beginning, the 2008 Call of Duty bullshit. That's his whole personality.
Any woman leaves a room, they would talk about if/how they would occur. I've heard men comment on female contestants' bodies many times. Not everyone behaves this way, but no one openly speaks out against it in fear of losing their job. If you complain about any of this, you'll be shamed for being too sensitive or just ignored. You can't take anything to HR either because Jimmy's mom runs it. It's pretty common for people to essentially get paid to leave and stay quiet if they make enough noise about something. There is no employee handbook, by the way. If you ask for one or what the company's policies are, they just tell you to ask them and they'll let you know if anything is against the rules. But again, there's nothing in writing, which is true. The leaked document is just the production manual.
They need to burn this company to the ground. Real quick. Donna Egbert just dropped $100 super chat, getting us over halfway to Naked Snake. What's up, Alan Anderson, by the way? Hey, Cody, now my name's in the Watkins Glen car. Is it possible to get past for me and my friend? Are you going to fly or drive to New York? I am definitely flying to New York. I'm going to save a little bit of money so I can fly to the really far places because I'm kind of teetering. My budget is very interesting. So, yes, yeah, I can put you on the car, of course. Donna, let me put you right here. Donna Egbert. Yeah, I can get you passes. Just let me know. Let me know. DM me somewhere. Not Instagram. Instagram's DMs do not work. I do not know why, but they just don't work anymore for me. But my Facebook fan page, Real Camelot 331, or Twitter. So thank you, Donna. I love you, Donna. Everybody give Donna some love. $100 super chat down the drain. Appreciate you, baby. Thank you for helping your boy out, helping us get closer to the goal. I really appreciate that, baby. Thank you. Thank you. I don't deserve it. I know I've been kind of underwhelming this stream, but just a little bit of low energy.
Not given to all employees. Here's another testimony. This person will go on the record. This is Jess, who accused Ava Chris Tyson of sexual assault. I think her case has been sort of mostly ignored because she wasn't a minor when it happened, but she was a Mr. Beast employee, and you can see in her evidence, in her communications with the company, the clear signs of a cover-up. You can see them like threatening her with legal action and emails and saying like, oh, we're going to have a law firm investigate this. Well, they had one firm do an internal investigation, McGuire Woods LLP, the same law firm that sent me my first cease and desist. But then they hired, I guess, Harvey Weinstein's legal team, allegedly, to re-review everything. So I guess they weren't happy with the results of the first internal investigation. Also, this new law firm, Quinn Emanuel, Mr. Beast has worked with them previously, allegedly, to internally investigate Lacoa Hill's sexual misconduct. So why don't you make that report public, Jimmy? Anyway, here's Justice's testimony. I only hung out with Jimmy a handful of times, but he definitely was a little more reserved around me because I wasn't a part of his inner circle, or the boys club, as it's called. I did hear Jimmy straight up say that the guy making a documentary on him right now has footage of him saying stuff that would absolutely get him canceled. It's just a well-known thing. The boys club is misogynistic and looks down on women in the company, despite what they might say publicly. Behind closed doors, the women in the company know that the culture is a problem. I have heard multiple stories of Jimmy being directly informed of SA happening at the company and proactively working to keep it quiet.
Well, yeah, obviously. There's been overwhelming evidence of this, obviously.
Suggest directly implicating Jimmy in the SA cover-ups. Lacoa with an 18-year-old straight assistant. So she's one of the people corroborating that story.
And keep in mind, like 4 or 5 different people have corroborated this 18-year-old assistant story from Lacoa Hill. Like, holy hell, man. This is devastating shit.
Ava told Jimmy about a time she was essayed by another talent member on a private jet, and talent members/employees making advances towards contestants was a regular occurrence. The reason all of this was able to happen for so long is because Jimmy is deeply misogynistic and only respects what he considers to be traditional women. He pushed those values into the company when he created it, and it resulted in several essay allegations we know about, and probably a lot more we don't know yet. Which I will say, a lot of the essay allegations are still not public. Like, man, just fire James Warren and Lacoa Hill. Fire them. Don't just move them around. Or I'm going to start dropping nukes. Anyway, I'm going to move Maddie Spadell away from all this. I just want to touch on this briefly. So Maddie Spadell, who's Mr. Beast's very public ex-girlfriend of 2.5 years, posted this on her Instagram story. She doesn't mention Jimmy by name. It's sort of vague. I think probably either because she's under an NDA or maybe she's just testing the waters to see how people respond before sharing more information. But also, it's like not that vague if you have reading comprehension and can read context clues. She says she spent years being quiet, never acknowledging that time in her life. 19 to 21 are formative years. Impacted how she saw herself and how she trusted men. Months of therapy. She says how he treats other women will ultimately be how he treats you. So how does Jimmy treat other women?
I don't really get along with women. I don't really get along with women. I don't really get along with women.
Well, women are stupid because they're inferior to men.
That when she and a group of contestants who were menstruating during the event had asked the production staff about getting their underwear more quickly, she had been told that it was not a medical emergency.
You'll never actually respect women, but just act like you respect them.
Mr. Beast withheld my birth control. I have ovarian cysts. You can't just stop taking birth control.
I don't really get along with women.
Also in this podcast, Jimmy goes on to talk about his relationship with his current girlfriend, Tia, in very weird ways, in my opinion.
For us now, like an idea of a date is just to like take an IQ test and then study and see if we can get a higher. An idea of a date is just to like take an IQ test. And then she was like, I'm an author. And I was like, fuck yeah, good. She has a hobby. And then I just DM'd her. I was like, oh, let's see your book. And I read it. She sent it over, read the whole book, and it was just like, acting like it was the greatest book ever. I don't really get along with women.
It's all of our jobs to protect our...
Yeah, I'm so surprised.
Our friends, our moms, our wives, our sisters, our daughters, ourselves from people like that. That's a pretty clear statement, if you ask me. Now, I almost feel like there's been a campaign against Maddie Spadell to discredit her before she's even shared any information. A lot of like cloud chaser and gold digger allegations. I'll say this is also from that Rolling Stone article. They referenced the breakup. The reporter says, Maddie Spadell, who's appeared in a handful of videos, those in Mr. Beast's inner circle told me that Spadell had been a positive influence, forcing Donaldson to prioritize work-life balance more. Donaldson did not want to comment on the record about the breakup, citing Spadell's privacy, yet Chris Tyson, says Donaldson's singular focus on work was a major contributing factor. I think that's what he's going to be looking for next. Somebody who can match his obsession with business and money and all that kind of stuff. So not a bad word to be said about Maddie Spadell from Jimmy or the people in his inner circle, which is pretty unusual of an ex-girlfriend. I'll show some of the brain dead media coverage headed by Cuckstar and his news organization Drama Alerts. So here's just one of his many posts about Maddie. Thread of every time Mr. Beast's ex-girlfriend allegedly shaded him, downplaying the clout chasing claims against her. So let's see this extensive thread. One post of a TikTok where she says she was traumatized at 19. Why do you think that's about Jimmy, Keemstar? Allegedly complaining about Mr. Beast fans. This is her most popular TikTok period with over 6.5 million views and was posted last year. And then Drama Alert goes on to give one more example. And that's the end of the thread. So see her most popular TikTok seems to be alluding to her relationship with Mr. Beast. And then she has hundreds of more TikToks where she never even tried to recreate the success of that first TikTok, right? Like,
yeah. So the whole point, this entire strategy is going to be to discredit anybody that says anything negative. That's kind of what's going on.
If I'm her social media manager, I'm telling her, hey, post about Jimmy more. And she obviously knows that if she did that, she would get more views. And yet she doesn't do it. Hundreds of TikToks, about 30 of them are about Taylor Swift, maybe 3 are about her ex-boyfriend of 2.5 years, which for a Swiftie, it's extremely low to post only 3 times about your ex-boyfriend who's now incredibly famous. So if she was cloud chasing, she's doing a horrible job at it. Now, Drama Alert, on the other hand, has posted more times in the past month about Maddie Spadell than Maddie Spadell has ever posted about Mr. Beast. So I just wanted to address that because I think Mr. Beast knows Maddie has nukes against him and he's trying to discredit her. So let's look at this leaked email. This is from Mr. Beast. It says, yesterday, Dawson saved 100 billion. Whoa, guys, guys, I don't know how that got there. That was the wrong email. I don't know how that got there. So I've actually heard from pretty credible people that this email was not leaked. So, why lie about it? Devious or deceptive tendencies. Here he is quoted in that Rolling Stone article saying, I'm great at lying. But I want to focus on this part where they say, therefore, along with Jeff Hausenbold, our new president and COO, we will be hiring a new chief human resource officer, chief financial officer, interesting, and general counsel, along with other roles to add capacity and competencies to foster a better internal culture as we continue to grow. So what's interesting about this is that the only person named in an initiative to foster a better internal culture is Jeff Hausenbold. But what's ironic about this is that Jeff Hausenbold has been in the news previously for the internal culture that he helped create as managing partner at the SoftBank Vision Fund. Here's New York Post. Nasty executives shaped macho culture at SoftBank Vision Fund. And here's Bloomberg Business Week. SoftBank Vision Fund employees depict a culture of recklessness. It has also been described as an environment of sycophancy and harassment. So seemingly all the problems that people have with Mr. Beast's internal culture. But this Bloomberg article also goes to call Jeff out by name. Jeff Hausenbold collects cars, including a blue Ferrari, and claims to own a 20,000 bottle wine cellar, although he doesn't drink himself. Acquaintances describe him as smart and arrogant and almost entirely lacking in self-awareness. He's also gotten away with some questionable behavior. In a discussion about whether to invest in the stationary bike startup Peloton in 2017, according to two people who were in the meeting, Hausenbold opined that its exercise equipment appealed in part to men who masturbated to its workout videos.
Dude, I want to jerk off! Fuck, I want to jerk off! Look at this!
SoftBank denied the claims, but it's an oddly specific thing for two people to make up a story about masturbating to Peloton workout videos. So yeah, maybe I don't see the vision with hiring this guy as the new president. Also, this is just what I can share right now. I do have more information that I'm trying to get out. Trying to get permission from the victims and everything.
Yeah, it's ogre. It's ogre. Hashhead. What's up, baby? Thank you, my man. Hope you're doing well. It's over, man. I really don't know what you do about that. Like, now granted, I mean, you can just deny. But other than that, I don't know what you do. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I did not expect there to be somebody, especially with Lacoa Hill, for somebody to be so heavily involved with every single person screaming about allegations and no one's doing anything about them. It's freaking crazy. And no, but to be fair, Mr. Beast will easily survive it. It's becoming very, very, very apparent that Mr. Beast is a terrible person. And no, nothing really will be done about it, to be honest. So that's how the cookie crumbles, I guess. Beast will come out just fine. Yep, I agree, man. It's gonna be wild, dude. It's gonna be wild. But we'll see what happens. I'm excited to see what Dogpack releases next. I didn't really care for the Jake Weddle video. I mean, everything that happened to him was fine. It was, it needed to be heard. It's just, I don't know. It just, it seemed, and I know this sounds assholey of me, but it seemed a little whiny, like really whiny, but it's fine. But as far as this goes, this one was brutal. This was the most brutal one so far, right? I mean, this is much worse than Ava Chris Tyson. Much worse, in my opinion. So, thank you guys. Make sure you guys like the show, by the way. We're closing in on 300. I appreciate you guys so much. And we're 220 away from Naked Snake for the 340th stream in a row. Thank you, Donna, for your red boy. Thank you, Billy Hatcher, for your red boy. I appreciate you guys so much. Holding up 90%. I appreciate you guys so much for all your love today. I really do. I'm so excited to get a little bit. I can't wait for the NASCAR off season so I can take some time and really party and have some good shows. It's gonna be fun. Beep 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 beep. Hey, Nick streaming. Nick says April had court today from a secret location. A lot of stupid stuff has already been said. It's gonna be interesting. I'll watch it. We're gonna see what Nick does. Oh my gosh. The guy that said the titty thing was definitely based. It was funny. It was funny. You owe us 100 camel cast. Yeah, I'll message Critical Drinker and I'll see if we can put something together. It'd be fun. I just haven't had time to do anything. Psychopathy is not rare and egocentric like Mr. Beast. Well, I completely agree with you. When it comes to people like Mr. Beast or like really successful CEOs, you have to have some kind of like mental disorder. And I don't necessarily think it's a negative thing entirely. But I could never like put myself through what it would take to become that large and successful. I value relaxation so much. I don't think I could do it. Have you been playing any games? Really love Black Myth Wukong. I have not. Harbinger. I've been flying to, I mean, last week I was in Wisconsin. The week before that, I was in Illinois and Michigan, 2 days in a row. We had a couple NASCAR races out there. And then of course, I don't even know. I can't even remember where I've been. Michigan, a bunch, Illinois, a bunch, North Carolina, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Arizona, Kansas, a lot. I don't even remember half of it. So yeah, I'll have, we have a race in Illinois Sunday. And then we're off. Thank God we're off. And then we have Watkins Glen the week after. And then we have Bristol, Tennessee. Very looking forward to that one. And then we have Kansas. And then we have Toledo. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And we just got to 7th in points. So that's going to be pretty cool. But as far as games, I haven't played anything. I would like to, but I just haven't. I will play some stuff after the off season begins. So it's going to be good. It's going to be great. Very exciting. All right. Get yourself a Switch or a Stream Deck. I need to get a Stream Deck for sure. For sure. You'll be back in Ohio. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Ralph Sport's a bad look, in my opinion. For what, Nick? I don't know. I will say that it's a very strange situation because I thought they were not cool, but I guess it doesn't really matter. But also, I don't know. I don't really see the benefit in having the gun around, but I mean, whatever. I don't know, like the behind the scenes deal, Ultima. I'm just saying I don't understand the benefit, but hey, whatever. Well, wait till you're in your 30s. You ever see people complain that their birthday was it was kind of boring or something? Like, wait till you get in your 30s and your 40s. No one gives a flying fuck about your birthday. Like, no one. Bro, I'll never forget. One of my friends tried to throw me a surprise birthday thing, and this was legitimately one of the most rough things that has ever happened to me, and it shouldn't have happened. And I had to have a talk with this girl and be like, never do this again, because I don't think you understand the negative mental ramifications for something like this. But this girl throws me a surprise birthday party and no one shows up. And I mean 0 people. 0. Not even joking. 0. And I was like, what's going on? And yeah, no one showed up. And if she would have just not done that, and I mean nothing against her, obviously, but if she would have just not done that, my day would have been fine. It would have been a normal ass fine birthday, But now I was at a party with streamers, and all this stuff and a cake and alone. It was way worse. It was way worse than just not having a birthday. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, don't ever do that again. She's like, I invited so many people and no one came. I'm like, yeah, don't do that again. Never do that. Now I feel bad. I felt normal. Now I feel bad. You just fucked everything up. So when? This was last year. This is my birthday last year. Or this year. It was this year. No, it was last year. This year I was flying. I was in some random state. I don't remember. But it was last year. It was one of the times where I was like, you know what? I might shoot myself, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, it was pretty rough, dude. B-Day stopped meaning anything to me years ago. Yeah, no, I agree, King Deplorables. I completely agree. I don't care about my birthday. I've not cared about my birthday since I was in my 20s, maybe my early 20s, maybe late teens. It's just, I'm an adult. Who cares, right? But when somebody thrust you into a birthday situation, like celebration, and then no one shows up, it's like, it's just way worse. I could have just not done anything and I'd have been really happy with that. Because that's what I usually do. I usually do nothing. Like my mom will call me and say happy birthday. That's usually how my birthday goes. Right. Yeah. That time it was like me being sad. All right, David, I love you. Appreciate you, dude. What's up, DK Cribble? What's up, dude? I'll throw you a party if I come to Louisiana. See, why would I come to Louisiana? For you to throw me a party, Diesel. You know, you ever think about that statement, Diesel? A lot of people make that statement. You know, as me being a creator, a lot of people make this statement where they're like, if you come to where I live, I'll do something for you. And I'm like, think about that like an offer for a moment. You know, think about that offer for a moment. I have to drive to Louisiana or whatever state to get a thing. It's like, or I could just stay home, you know. It would be a much nicer gesture if you were like, hey, I'm gonna fly to your house and throw you a lobster boil or something. You know what I'm saying? That would mean more to a person. Hey, I'll come to you and do a thing for you. It's like, no, you have to come to my house, bro. And then I might do so. It's like, what the fuck? What the hell, Diesel? What the hell? If you're ever in Louisiana, I will never be in Louisiana. I'm sorry, Diesel. Why in the shit balls would I ever go to Louisiana? Louisiana? Am I trying to get stabbed in Louisiana, Diesel? No, I can't eat shellfish or crawfish or anything, Diesel. I will die immediately. Hyperallergic. Do you think ARCA will ever come to Darlington? No. It's kind of a hard racetrack to drive, and I think they're trying to avoid damage, even though we do race at some like dirt tracks and shit. But do. I enjoy staying home. I do too, especially now. I love being home. You just gave the assassins the ultimate weapon. Oh, they all know, man. They all know about my death allergy. Everyone knows about the death allergy, bro. My best friend just got robbed in Louisiana weeks ago on business. Yeah, Louisiana is terrible. I don't know why anybody would ever go to Louisiana for any reason. It's like, hey, do you want to get robbed? Go to Louisiana. Go to Shreveport. Enjoy. I don't know how Diesel hasn't been killed yet. How are you still alive, Diesel? Make sure you like the show. I appreciate you. Pure Red City, no bullshit. Well, at least there's that. Thank God. My sons take me out to dinner for my birthday. Hey, at least you still get something, Steph. You still get. Well, you're also a woman too, right? People care more about women than they do men. So no one gives a fuck about a guy's birthday. I mean, I call Tiny One Badger on her birthday every year, and I talk to her for like an hour, right? My mom calls me. That's it. My mom calls me. No one else tells me anything. The death allergy. Hey, Chess on the Dawn. Where you been, dude? Good food though, but since their pandemic rules have boycotted New Orleans, I don't know what their pandemic rules were. I was not traveling during COVID much, except I did go to Las Vegas, and everywhere I went, no one gave a fuck, especially in Alabama. COVID didn't happen in Alabama. Like if you didn't watch the news and you didn't have access to social media, you would have no idea that it was happening. No one wore masks. Unless you went into Walmart. And why would anybody go into Walmart? You know? Why would anybody go into Walmart? I went to Vegas during COVID too. Yep. And no one cared in Vegas either. No one cared in Vegas. Nope. No one cared, man. Men's mental health is forgotten. Yeah, we don't have mental health. I mean, we do, but we're not allowed to talk about it. Because if we do, then women just laugh at us. I mean, they say they care, but then they just laugh on our face. They laugh behind closed doors. You know? I have been around several women, like at a get-together where we're all just sitting and drinking, and they will quite literally talk shit on dudes they've hung out with that are emotional and cry. They will all laugh behind closed doors, calling them bitches and shit. So yeah, if a woman ever tells you to be emotional in front of her and she wants you to be open, yeah, don't fall for that shit. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's it's a power grab. They're trying to get power over you. And then as soon as you reveal it, it's over. It's over, bro. I could just never look at him the same again. You know how many endless threads on Reddit there are about this shit? Endless threads on Reddit about this. And it's from the female perspective. They were like, my husband of 10 years cried in front of me the first time, and now I want to divorce him, and I can't explain it. So yeah, okay. If your arm gets cut off, you better not cry, bro. Be stoic. Be stoic. Be a man. I enjoy Cody crime pics. I do as well. Oh man. Poor Destiny. Diesel. Hey, Jenny. Hey, it's a rainbow night. It happened, boys. Jenny says, sweet like honey. Karma is a cat purring in my lap because it loves me flexing like a goddamn acrobat. Me and Karma vibe like that. Jenny, I appreciate you so much. For the pink boy getting us 170 away from Naked Snake. Thank you, baby. We love you. We appreciate you. And thank you for being a constant supporter every show. I don't know why you do, but I really appreciate it. Thank you. You're so good to me. Thank you, baby. I love you. I appreciate that, Jenny. Thank you. I really do. I appreciate you. Thank you. I had a 4-year relationship that ended after opening up some childhood trauma. Yep. Thank you, Jenny. We love you, Jenny. Everybody say we love you, Jenny. Thank you. I appreciate that. Jenny. Ooh. I don't want to die. Sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. All right. Would you say? But yeah, unless we're already trauma boned, don't cry in front of me. Trauma boned? Unless we've trauma boned? What is trauma boning? What the hell are you talking about? What's a trauma boning? To me, males who are cry are most connected to being a good person. It's biology. How much is it to 5 milk after Naked Snake? It's another 500. So it's like it's 500 and 1,000. Luckily, I haven't had to do 5 milk in like 3 months, so it's all working out. It's all I got to get a good 3-month break and fix my stomach. Probably had all kinds of ulcers and shit going on. Trauma bonded boned while crying. Oh, dude. Date outside of America, artistic Spartan. What do you mean? So like girls will be okay with you crying? No, it's gonna be worse in other countries. The further you go east, women are gonna look at for men for a masculine role. It's just gonna be way worse if you cry. The only place that is acceptable to cry is the West. And even then, women fight tooth and nail with their own biology and subconscious to try to beat it. And it's hard. Because first and foremost, your man is the guy that's going to get up at 3 a.m. with the shotgun to protect you. It's not going to be you. It's going to be your guy. You know what I'm saying? Relatively speaking. This proves women are lazy. I'd try out a good trauma boning stuff. I've been offering for months and you won't do it, so I don't believe you. So I disagree. Okay. Disagree. Oh man. Beep 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 beep. By the way, guys, I fly to Timcast Tim Pool's place October like 9th or 10th or 8th. So make sure you're prepared. I'll be shooting it from the social medias and whatnot, but I'll be on Timcast IRL. And if we figure anything out, I'll announce some more stuff. So it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. I'm excited, and we got the dirt race Sunday. It's gonna be fun. Very exciting. Patty Leather, yep. Billy Hatcher, it's fine. If the naked snake streak dies, it dies, and I can finally sleep. It's okay, man. Don't worry about the naked snake streak, bro. People have given me way too much for way too long. I don't deserve to have that streak, to be completely honest with you. So I'm just a normal ass dude. I'm not really a great creator or anything. I just survive. You know, when it comes to that, you're out. Fuck dating. Yeah, nope, man. The unfortunate truth about dating and whatnot is people change, and relationships always end. There's no way around it. You'll say you're okay with one thing, and then a couple years later, suddenly, I don't think I'm okay with this anymore, and things change, man. You know, it just happens, man. It happens, man. Lisa says real women are not afraid of real men's feelings. Damn it, my male cousin might still be alive today if he'd share his feelings. I live in Kansas. He was in South Georgia. I wish he'd been here. I agree. The issue is, and I'm speaking from a purely like a sexual role, and a masculine role, right? I agree with you. I mean, look, Lisa, my most popular video is me crying like a bitch, right, Lisa? I don't know if you've ever seen it, but my most popular video, I'm like sobbing, and it's good. And I will be the first to admit to you that I am an emotional man. The issue is when you're with a woman, obviously you're allowed to have emotions, right? So if your father passes away or something crazy happens, obviously that's different. But if you come home to your wife like once a week and you're like, oh, things at work was really hard and I was really stressed out, and you start crying, yeah, she's gonna leave you, and she gonna have sex with other dudes immediately. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. I mean, I think the misconception is never cry for any reason, no matter what. Right. And I think that's unreasonable. But I'm talking about men acting like women, basically, right? So you know how many times I've been around women that are stressed out about work or school and they cry? I've hung out with girls off Tinder, and it's the second time I was ever around them and they cried in my lap because they were stressed out about work or something. It's okay for women to do that. Right? They're the emotional sex. It's fine. A man cannot do that. A man cannot cry over school or stress. It's not a thing. That's my point. Thank you, Lisa. I love you. Lisa Kenyon. K to the Swiss. What's up, buddy? How you doing? K to the Swiss. My boy, my $5 brother, always coming strong. I'll have a new video coming out at midnight. It'll probably be a recap of this show. And then I'll have a new video tomorrow morning. I'll probably have to film some tomorrow. I ain't got stuff backed up like I usually do. Restore. Show Bobs now. Women cry because they want dong. What? Michael Opie, what the fuck? Oh, look, she's crying. I know what she wants. She's like, my father passed away. I know what I can do to heal you, baby. I don't know if that's true, Michael. Yeah. Men are allowed to cry when their dog dies. Stoically cry. Stoically cry. Don't sob. When your dog dies, kiss him on his little furry snout. Let some tears roll. Keep your face straight. There's different ways to go about this, right? Don't sob. Let a tear roll. quiet your voice and get through the moment. It's just different. It's a different thing. It's what I do in that video, actually. And it's not like it's a thing that I just do as a guy, right? But I stoically tear roll down the cheek, right? That's what you do as a man. You don't sob like an uncontrollable baby. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't do that as a man. Women can do that, obviously. That's different. We're different. We're different people. Speaking of different, Sean Smith, $100 super chat. Oh my God. Oh shit, hold on. There we go. Oh my God. Look at that. Sean with $100 super chat. Coming in strong, trying to keep the naked snake streak alive. We're $60 away from it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. I love you. Sean, the same Sean. You're too good to me, Sean. $100 super chat, Sean. Thank you, Sean. Everybody give Sean some sweet ass love. Let me wait. Oops. Fuck, I deleted it. No. How do I heart it? I want to heart it. There we go. I hearted it. There you go. I deleted it off StreamYard, which now has a night mode, which is the greatest shit that's ever happened. Thank you, Sean. Love you. Sean. Thank you, Sean. Everybody tell Sean he's a bitch. I mean, he's beautiful in the face. Thank you, Sean. Lisa Kenyon says, I do understand what you said, not the Dawn comment, though. What the Dawn? I didn't say Dawn comment. Oh, you're talking about Michael. No, I agree. I agree. Look, I love smashing some pisser as much as the next guy, but not when a woman's crying. That's weird. Unless she's crying because she wants the penis. Like, specifically, that's why she's sad. Oh, I'm so sad. Why, baby? I just want penis. That's different. If she's so sad because she wants penis and she really wants the penis, then I will deliver upon her the gift of 3 inches. Hey, $6 away from Naked Snake. Jenny! Look at this. Why do you guys wait until the end of the stream? You stress me out every time. Let's hit Naked Snake in 3 minutes next stream. So I ain't gotta worry about it no more. God. Look how gray my hair is on my beard. You can't really see it, but it's there, I promise. What if she's crying for joy, like she just won the lottery? That's fine. We're talking about, does she deserve penis, though? That's what I'm talking about. Michael brought it up. I didn't do that. Thank you, Jenny. We love you. Jenny with 2 pink boys tonight. I appreciate you so much, Jenny. Jenny. Thank you, Jenny. We love you, Jenny. Swift kiss to your forehead, Jenny. Swift kiss. All right. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate the support, guys. I know I'm not showing it, and I'm low energy, but I appreciate you guys so much. I know I keep saying that I'm low energy, but it's something I can't convey. I'm still getting used to racing NASCAR full time. I'm on a plane or driving 12 hours every single weekend, and I've been doing it since February, and I'm just worn out. So, but we got 5 races left, and then I'm free until January when we go test at Daytona. So, thank you, Jenny. We love you. Wiggles. Snake. Wiggles. Thank you, Wiggles. Alan Jones, thank you for streaming today. I appreciate you. Alan Jones, appreciate you, man. Love you. I love you, dude. We're going to try to get a lead lap finish in a top 10 Sunday. So make sure you're watching on FS1 Sunday. Make sure you're watching Sunday, please. It's going to be fun. Only 500 to fight Milk Laughing Man. Only 500. 500 to fight. We're so close. Yeah. Oh my God, people don't even know yet. Jesus, it's crazy. He's crazy. Man throws protester out of his truck. I don't know. If I saw like a hot chick protesting, like me, like so let's say she's in front of my house protesting, like whatever movement, I'd be like, hey, come in, girl. Let me make you some coffee. Hey, baby. Let me put you in front of the fire, girl. What's up? I'll take care of you. Watch her traditional values come out immediately. Let me make you a fire and make you a medium rare steak, baby. She's like, oh shit, wait, what? How comfortable is this couch? You like cream in your coffee? Diesel, shut your mouth. Stop being sexual, Diesel, you degenerate. About to change her religion, that's for sure. It ain't hard, man. It ain't hard to change a woman that thinks like that. Just make her a fire, make her some food, and scrub her feet and take care of her for like a day or two. And they're like, oh, wait. Wait a second. Is this the rest of my life? It can be. Shit. It's like a dude from the Wire. Shit. 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 I love it. Fuck, I love that guy. Shit. Cody was fantasies, Carrie. I'll suck on your toes, Carrie. Well, no, I don't know. Your feet are probably fucked up looking. Maybe your tummy. You got a nice stomach, I think. I think I remember, right? I would tongue the belly button, but that's it. The toes probably look terrible. I just have a feeling, you know. Michael OP, I felt threatened, so here's a token of my appreciation. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate you. Christy Webster slinging the Red Boys late at night. Christy Webster, thank you. I have 4 scars across my belly. That's fine. Scars are fine. I remember one time I was back shotting this one chick, and she had a scar from like her shoulder all the way down to her ass cheek. Some very invasive surgery. She had a great body, by the way. And I liked it. I thought it was cool. I liked her scar. It's unique and individualistic. I don't know why people don't like scars. Now, granted, if you have like a scar face and it's like you look discombobulated, that's different. But if you have like a small scar on your body somewhere, I think that's really nice. I always like that. Thank you, Christy Webster, by the way. Can we get a shout out, Christy Webster, for being so beautiful? I don't know which one she is in this picture, but both of them are beautiful, so it's fine. All right. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Christy Webster. You're on my card twice, by the way. Thank you, Christy. We love you, Christy. You're so good to me. We got 4 Red Boys tonight. Christy, Donna, Billy Hatcher. That's 3 Red Boys. Andreas's horny ass don't count because it was like $1. Thank you. Thank you, Christy. We love you, Christy. Thank you, baby. Christy, baby back ribs. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Do 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 do. All right. Beep 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 beep. Sorry, guys, I'm reading. Thank you, Christy. We love you, Christy. Thank you again. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Don't tell me you ladies want Bone Sagat from Street Fighter. Sagat, the stretchy bitch. Is that the guy? No, that's the big guy. Which one is the Sagat? Make sure you guys like the stream, bitches. I made Jay a Canadian bear yesterday. Jay a Canadian bear. The hell are you talking about? Like 3PO, J3PO, 3PO, D3PO, J3PO, drunk 3PO. Sagat has a chest scar. Yeah, okay, he's the giant hairy guy. Yeah, of course. Yeah, all women want to get freaking wrecked by a giant buff guy. If there is any women out there like that are in sexual activity age that quite literally tries to tell you they wouldn't want to get wrecked by giant buff dude that could kill people with their bare hands, they're all lying, obviously. Or they're on hormonal birth control. That's the 2 options. You know, hormonal birth control makes you more attracted to effeminate men because your body already thinks it's pregnant. Therefore, you're not looking for a masculine traits to breed. There's a lot of science behind this. Trust me, I studied. Okay. All right. I was like, I Googled how I can make women more attractive to me. And they're like, gain weight, get buff, punch squirrels to death. They were very, very, very specific about the last one. Punch squirrels until they look like spaghetti. Women love it. Women love punch squirrels. Fist fight squirrels in the backyard. Christy Webster. I'm just sitting here bullshitting and Christy's just showering me. Damn. Damn. Christy Webster with another $100 super chat. Jesus, man. I don't know what I did to deserve this. I appreciate you, Christy. We love you. I noticed that Christy never says anything. She just drops money on my face. I appreciate you. I love you. We love you. We love you, Christy. Thank you. Oh my God. All right. Sorry. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate that. I will punch squirrels in your honor. As long as it makes me more attractive as a mate. Okay. Thank you, Christy. Christy, everybody. Christy is the GOAT tonight. The GOAT, the greatest of all time. Thank you, Christy. All right. What was I talking about? I need to talk about something else. Fuck, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to goof off and have a good night, guys. I'm tired. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. I got one for you. I need an article. So the British police just arrested an 11-year-old for posting a meme. Britain's pretty wild right now, huh? God, why is this article is like 7 sentences? I know like being a journalist is hard, but come on. What is happening? Why is no one explaining what's going on? Okay. All right, this one's much better. Whew. Damn. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate you. Hey, Christy actually said stuff. Hey, Christy, how you doing in the chat? Been waiting for years for you to speak to me. What happens with the milk? Okay, so for fat milk, here I'll explain fat milk. It's been a long time. I don't know if I have eggs. I'll have to go check, or maybe I'll find out. Basically, what I would do, and we used to. Well, it depends. Sometimes it was every stream, and sometimes it wasn't. For a while. But I drink a tall glass. I chug it. I shot it of 2 raw eggs and about 10 ounces of milk and about a shot or 2 of whiskey. That's fat milk. Granted, I don't actually know if I have fat milk supplies because it's been a couple months. But I can always do it, my next stream, which is Friday. So. And then we unlock a double fat milk goal, which is possible. So, but yes, I just haven't prepared for it for a long time. Because, if you buy eggs and then you don't use them for like 3 months, then you don't have the eggs anymore. But yeah, thank you, Christy. Again, I love you. Do you get a stomachache from it? I get a stomachache and a headache. It's actually kind of strange. F. Beep, 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 beep. Christy, what are you doing? Christy, why? What have I done? What did I do to you? I don't understand. What did I do to deserve these red boys? Damn, Christy. Jesus. I feel like I need to send you like shirtless pics or something. That's what I used to do, right, Steph? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Maybe in January when I'm shredded again after my cut. Okay. But I'm almost at the start of my cut. So I'm at my worst, right? So every year in October, at the end of October, I cut every year. And I got it down to a science. I'll lose 30 pounds. And I get real shredded. But at the very end of it, I look like the Michelin Man. And then for 3 months, and then I become real scrawny. And I get shredded. And I can still bench 365 at cut, which is kind of crazy. Thank you, Christy. We love you. Christy, everybody. Look at Christy. 1, 2, 3. Christy Webster. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you. Let me put you on my car. If you want any custom stuff, Christy, for like your name on my car or whatever, just DM me on my Real Camelot 331 Facebook page. Should be super easy to find. Or Twitter. Which actually they probably both, I'll probably pop them up. Hold on. There's Facebook. Is it gonna pop up? Yep, there it is. There you go. There's all the stuff. I'm pretty good about answering pretty quick. Thank you, Christy. We love you. Custom stuff. Is there a menu? Yes, Bram. Yes. Fubba. Fubba Jenny. Fubba. Fubba. Then you skin out that mustache and damn. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna grow that mustache, Steph. 100%. Okay. Now, if I do though, we have to have mustache ride time. All right. I'm not doing it for nothing, Steph. Okay. Don't mess with me. Okay. This is real shit. This is real life right now. Don't mess with me. Let's see. Beep beep beep. I'm confused here. This is crazy. I'm going to read something before we get off here. I'm going to read something that I think is very interesting. If I can find it. What is happening? What is happening? I'm like, I don't know if I have flat milk supplies, and you guys are fucking slinging the red boys like crazy. Jenny! Bring on the milks. I could see, I don't think I do though. I know I don't have whiskey. I haven't drank whiskey in like 2 months. Oh, well, at my house. I drink it on airplanes every time I fly. To be honest, I love it. I love flying on planes and drinking whiskey. But still, thank you, Jenny. Everybody in the club getting Jenny. Everybody in the club getting Jenny. Everybody in the club getting Jenny. Did you guys know that song says everybody in this bitch getting tipsy? And I never knew. I thought it was everybody in the club getting tipsy. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. I thought for my whole life until I listened to the uncensored version the other day on the way to a race. I was like, I'm going to listen to 90s hip hop. And it's everybody in this bitch getting tipsy. And I had no idea. 1, here come to 2 to 3 2 to 4. Thank you, Jenny. Jenny and Christy Webster coming in strong, but don't forget Sean Smith. Let's see it. Let's see it. I'll go check in a minute, but I'm quite positive I don't have fat milk supplies. But I can get it before Friday, and we can do a double on Friday. Up to y'all, obviously. Thank you, Sean. I love you. Appreciate you. Sean Smith. Look, if you can see my screen right now, there's 5 red boys in a row. Christy, Jenny, Sean. It's definitely a red boy night. Thank you, Sean. I love you. Appreciate you. I don't deserve any of this shit. I really appreciate that, guys. You guys are insane. This is wild. This is a wild show. I appreciate it. Sean, Jenny, Christy, love you guys. Appreciate you guys so much. I hope I can somehow make it up to you in entertainment. I know I've been sucky today, but I'm trying. I promise you. Make sure you guys like the show, by the way. Yeah, we hit 5 milk. For sure. We killed it. It's just I don't think I have 5 milk supplies. For the first time in forever. All right. Your pain is our pleasure. All right. Let me read this one thing and then we'll move on. And then I'll go see. But I'm pretty sure I ain't got it. But I will see. But we obviously have Naked Snake too. So don't forget. Don't forget. Waboo. All right. Man, I'm actually kind of afraid to talk about this, but it's whatever. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Sean. Of course, feel free to message me on social media if you have any questions or anything about like car stuff, you know, as far as racing and NASCAR goes. So, because I put your names on the car and stuff, obviously. So, all right. Postmates, the supplies. What the hell's Postmates? What the hell's Postmates? All right. Let's talk about the last thing, and then we're going to do some Naked Snake, and I'll also see if I have 5 most plus. But I do know for sure I don't have whiskey, so that's one thing. Because if I did, I would probably be drinking it right now. All right, Bob. Christy, Jenny, Sean, thank you guys. Donna, Billy, appreciate you guys. All right. 7 Red Boys today, by the way. I think that's like a record for the last 6 months. I don't know why, but I appreciate you guys. All right. I don't know about you guys. I sound drunk as fuck. Questions about tires? No, about what to put on the car if you want to custom make. I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to be really satisfied with the fact that 1776 happened for me personally in this country, because things are getting kind of wild in other places, like the UK, for example. And boy, have I got a story for you today. And it's something that's happening every single day, it seems like, on social media. And there's a part of me that wants to look past the tea and past the terrible accents and the pretentiousness to save my English brothers and sisters. What can I do as a redneck man? You know, I don't have enough guns, but still, something needs to be done because things are getting crazy as hell in the UK. Make sure you subscribe. Very important. America and Bald Eagles will be very happy as a result. But check this out. Just to jump into this real quick, I need you guys to understand what I'm talking about. It says British police have arrested an 11-year-old boy for commenting on a social media protest by British patriots. Commenting on a social media post about protest by British patriots, guys. This 11-year-old was arrested for posting a meme in the UK. Look, I know the US has problems. Okay, I get it. But I can post the meme all day. Okay. I can post messed up shit if I want to. And all that's going to happen is maybe I get a suspension on Twitter. But probably not. Because it's gotten a lot better lately. But still, something wild is happening. Why? Why are people able to do heinous crimes in the UK and get out of prison within 7 days? But you have 11-year-old boys getting arrested for posting a meme on the internet? That is wild. But let's dive a little bit deeper into this. And what you're going to notice really quick is a lot of these articles talking about this actually don't identify why. They claim that these people are arrested for inciting riots. Keep in mind, they're claiming their social media posts are inciting riots, and that's why they're arrested. 11-year-old children, by the way. It says boy 11 among 14 held over riots in Hartlepool and Middlesbrough. Why does the UK have such stupid city names? God, it's always like crumpets and tea and shit. It says man 20 jailed for trying to instigate a riot. By the way, for social media posts. Boy 15 admits to throwing glass bottle. Well, you bet you definitely going to jail for that, boy. An 11-year-old boy has been arrested in connection with the summer riots as police vowed to continue catching people suspected of being involved despite dwindling prison places. By the way, this 11-year-old boy posted a meme on social media and was arrested for it. Keep in mind, they're not specifying what the kid did because to be fair, it makes their country look really ridiculous. You know, and the people that support this also support these publications. They all believe the same shit. So they're trying to make it look, you know, a little bit less devastating. The boy was one of 14 people, including a mother and son, held in dawn raids across Teesside over disorder in Middlesbrough and Hartlepool. All right. At least 3 11-year-olds are among the hundreds of people who have been arrested by police in England and Northern Ireland since violence erupted on 30th of July. Keep in mind, again, the majority of these people are arrested for posting a meme or commenting on a social media post. They keep in mind, you notice how they're not saying what they did. They're being intentionally vague about it to make it look like this 11-year-old is outside fighting people in the streets. No, actually, they're not. So one of the common bait and switches that they're doing in the media right now. It says Mark Anderson of Cleveland Police said on Wednesday that he had never seen anything like the unrest in Middlesbrough in his 30 years of service. The force has now arrested 110 people in connection with the riots. He's never seen anything like it. After the raid, Sarah Robinson said, the message is you haven't got away with it. We can identify you and we will arrest you. By the way, they're talking about through like IP searching. You will be arrested and you will be put in front of the courts. Behind every crime, there is a victim. And some of the stories that we have been told have really been harrowing. This is wild. In West Yorkshire, a man who tried to instigate a riot in Huddersfield was jailed for 9 months. Instigate a riot. How did he instigate a riot? Harvey Gardner, 20, pleaded guilty to encouraging violence disorder through social media posts, urging people to gather at the town railway station and promising it's not going to be peaceful. His solicitor told Leeds Crown Court he had jumped on the bandwagon and was deeply regretful of his online post. He's trying to get out of it, bro. The courts heard that he proposed disorder on 5th August and did not materialize, but police and local businesses were forced to prepare for it. Gardner widely shared post came against the backdrop of widespread violent disorder across the UK. Keep in mind, you notice this, that the UK is not claiming that the riots or any disruption or any of the increased crime rate has anything to do with people. It's all from just social media. It's quite literally the opposite of what they're trying to portray. It's kind of terrifying, to be honest. When Gardner, who had no previous convictions, was arrested, he said he had the right to protest. Yeah, no, you don't. Not in the UK, bro. The judge, Guy Curl KC, said, there's no doubt you are inciting others to engage in violent disorder. Otherwise, why post the comments? Why say anything, bro? Why say anything? No violent incident took place, but the effect on your post was that the local business and police had to cater for your disorder. Your intention was to instigate and incite a violent, something involving serious violence. Damn. Separately, a 15-year-old boy was warned he may be jailed after admitting to throwing a glass bottle and stealing a police officer's hat during this disorder. Damn you. Oh, you can't steal a police officer's hat, bro. The teenager, who had no previous convictions, was told by the judge that the court only had the power to sentence him to custody in a young offender institution and make a referral order, which would mean the boy must comply with rehabilitation regimen. The teenager from the Bolton area will be sentenced on August 1st for stealing a hat and throwing a bottle. As many as 123 people have been jailed for their part in the disorder as of last Wednesday, according to the Ministry of Justice, which sounds like something from Harry Potter figures, and more than 400 people were on remand in custody awaiting sentence. The crackdown ordered by Keir Starmer has placed further pressure on prisons with fewer than 100 cell spaces left. And keep in mind, they only mentioned social media posts like once in that entire article. Because they're being intentionally vague, right? They're being intentionally vague. All of these publications are going to be intentionally vague about why people are arrested. When everybody else on Twitter will say exactly why they're arrested. Because why? It looks absolutely ridiculous to arrest somebody over a social media post, right? Unless it's like overt, but they don't want to make that, they don't want to make that connection for people because normies don't research. They just fucking read and get angry, right? So that's just how it is. Send them to rehab. We got to rehab you, bro. We got to rehabilitate you for throwing bottles and posting Pepe the Frog. What do you guys think? I know I ain't got whiskey. Do you want me to do fight milk tonight with just eggs and milk? I don't know if I have eggs either, but I probably do. Or do you want me to wait till Friday and do the double or nothing? Up to you guys. Christy Webster, you hold most of the vote, obviously, because yeah, you went hard for your boy, hard for your money, so hard for your money. You work hard for your money, so you better treat her right. Yeah, just wait until Friday. All right, thank you guys for all your love. All your do I know gin? Oh man, I smashed all my gin. Tank got nothing. I haven't been home like long enough to go and buy alcohol. I land on the plane, I stream twice, then I fly. All right. Everybody's saying Friday. All right, cool. Show the boxers. What the fuck? What? Huh? All right, boys. Let me do Neck of Snake. I can't believe we've been live this long. It feels like we just started. Make sure you guys like the show, by the way. God, it's like pulling teeth for you plebs. You bitch ass bitches. You non fucking liking ways. Let's see. Beep, 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 beep. Let's raid Nick. We're gonna raid Nick Ricada. I haven't raided him in a while. Just go for drinking a gallon of milk, bro. I'd throw up immediately. The court ruled full auto weapons, Jesse. What are you talking about? Might be able to buy them soon. What do you mean buy them? You could already buy them. Yeah. All right. No. I can't grab my AR because you can't handle a weapon on stream on YouTube. You can have it hanging up in the background. You can't handle it with your hands. It's against TOS. Or else I'd show you. But I have a couple ARs sitting right here. Full autos. Let's go. All right. Let's do Naked Snake, everybody. I love you. I appreciate all your support today. You guys have been goated. I'll have a video coming out in about an hour. And then, of course, tomorrow morning and then tomorrow afternoon. And yeah, so don't miss those. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Mick. Yeah. Because pre-recorded videos can see if you committed suicide or not. The whole point is they don't want you committing suicide live. That's why you can't do it live. Too many people have committed suicide live. So, ooh, my neck itches. All right, boys, let's do it. Get on it, doggone it. You guys ready for Naked Snake for the 340th time in a row? Thank you, Jenny, Sean, Christy Webster, Billy Hatcher, Donna Egbert. I appreciate you guys so much for all your love and support. Huge ass show. I don't deserve it even a little, but I'm very thankful. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Here we go. Here we go.
What a thrill with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching how melting.
Alan Joe. Here we go, Christy.
What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you.
Snake eater in my time. Donna, there be nobody else. Grind. It's the way I fly to you still. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Here we go, boys.
On a tree frog, it's a trial to survive.
Oh my God. Here we go, boys. You ready? I give with my life, not for honor, but for you. Like the stream in that time, there be nobody else. Yeah. Cry. It's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. 340 in a row, boys. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Thank you, Richard. Here we go, one more time. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support. New video coming out in about an hour. Don't forget, it's going to be awesome. Make sure you go and like and comment on it and all that good shit. Thank you guys so much for all your support today. And big shout out to Sean Smith, Jenny, Christy Webster. I don't deserve you. Christy went with three Red Boys. Like, what the hell? I can't even believe it. Donna, we love you, of course. And Billy, of course. I appreciate you guys so much for being so supportive. Somehow, this is one of the higher super chatted channels of all time. I think I'm 25th in all time or something. 26th or 25th. And I am a small streamer. There are people that have 10,000 current viewers that are below me. And it's because you guys support me. And I don't know why. I'm the most normal, kind of underwhelming guy on earth. So I appreciate it. I love you. And I really I'm grateful that you support my ass. So I'll see you guys Friday on a stream. We're gonna raid Nick Ricada, give him some love. Say raid, Cam raid in the chat. Spam Cam raid in his chat so you can get banned. Get on it, talk on it. I'll see you guys over there. I love you. Thanks again, Christy, Sean, Jenny, Billy, Don. I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you guys soon.